What's good, guys? Your boy Ebro starting the chat a little bit late. Uh, I didn't forget there was a game today. I was handling some business with the kids. As you can see, I got a cane here because I can barely get up out of my chair. I ran the New York City Marathon. Can't really say that I did a particularly good job on that thing, man. Because I was like one of the last people to freaking finish, but I did finish. You know what I'm saying? So my legs are killing me. I went through a lot of stuff during that race. I could have gave up a bunch of times, but I didn't give up because so many people gave to donate and stuff. So I can't let my everyone that supported me, especially financially, down by walking off that course. So there's a long story short with that stuff, man. I got injured like 3 times. I had issues finding a bathroom because the bathrooms were disgusting. So I had to use the bathroom, twice I had to use it, and it was that killed a lot of time. Like I said, I got injured 3 times, and it was an amazing experience. Right now, I don't even want to hear uh anything having to do with NYC. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear anybody screaming because that's one thing that I just it just will like it's like give me nightmares where keep people yelling like every 5 seconds. You got this. Wow! Like God, man, how many times? How many times? Screaming at the top of your lungs. I gotta tell you, that shit is not motivating. It makes you want to literally walk away when people keep doing that. So definitely crazy. Definitely crazy experience. Knicks are playing as I speak right now. The Knicks are up 4-3. This is Harden's first game. So we'll get into it in a second. Just bear with me. Like I said, I didn't forget about the game, but it's just that got caught up with the kids and the homework just now, and I just lost track of time. So the scores is still the same here. I'm at the 8:47 mark, so I should be pretty much in sync with what's going on the screen here. Let me get my next screen up here, and we can get some Knicks talk here. So yeah, man. As far as the donations is concerned, everyone still can do that, you know, because they're giving us until next weekend to complete this thing here. So if anybody wants to support, still, you can see it on the screen here. Also, also with this link, you see this on the screen, and you can do this here. So if you guys want to send a congratulations dedication to me right here, leave it in the chat. Man, I'm telling you, anything will help, man. Because as you can see, I gotta raise $3,000, and I'm well short. I'm more than likely gonna get there at some point, the end of the week. But you guys supporting this cause would definitely would help a lot, man. That goes without saying. But anyway, let's get into some play by play. I'm watching the game here as I'm setting up. Just gotta set a couple more things up just so I can be comfortable here. All right, so let's get this up out of here. Man, this is the wrong score. So the Clippers are pushing us a little bit. We got Brunson. Brunson is shooting like crazy. So a lot of people are getting upset about Brunson not passing the ball. But at the same time, your favorite point guard doesn't pass the ball. Shout out to anybody in this league. This league is not the 80s. That's what I say. People keep talking about modern basketball, this, that, and the other. There are no point guards that are really passing the ball like that. You got guys that are small forwards and power forwards that are passing getting more assists than Brunson. Yeah, that's just the way the game is now. When we talk about modern basketball, nobody gets 10 assists a game like that. Harden gets it, but is Harden even a point guard? Harden's like a shooting guard, but he's masquerading as a point guard because he has the ball all the time. So this game is not your uncle's game. It's not even your game. It's the quote unquote new game right now. Like Brunson is scoring like crazy, getting to the paint, posting up and all kind of stuff, and he's the shortest guy on the court. This game is ass backwards. All the big guys want to shoot threes. Good defense by the Knicks there as Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson would rather shoot threes. If Mitchell Robinson can call his own story, he definitely would shoot threes right now. Rather than having to set picks and rebound and block shots, he would rather shoot threes all day long. Because that's just what these young people want to do. They don't care about the game. They just want the glory. So Julius Randle right off the bat has different body language. You can see that he's a little bit more square and healthy, focused, whatever you want to say. So I'm looking forward for Julius to having a good game tonight. So then we dribble in here. We got Russ Westbrook. These guys got a team full of Hall of Famers. We got Russell Westbrook, cross court pass to, I believe that's Let me get these names here. Kawhi Leonard there. So I mean, it's like it's crazy. Like you're trying to win. Like the Knicks, oh, we need to get a superstar. We need to get a superstar. Meanwhile, other teams all around the league are just like doing stuff like this. They got four guys. The Clippers have four guys that are going to go to the Hall of Fame. You got Harden dribbling right here, being guarded by Brunson. Taking a pick from Zubac, who Zubac is a decent center. Do Zubac could start for us. Zubac could start for most teams in the NBA. You got Paul George in the other corner, Kawhi Leonard in the other corner. So I mean, what is this? And then meanwhile, every Knicks fan will be like, "No, we don't need Harden. We don't need Harden. Oh, we don't need this guy, Paul Pierce. Are you kidding me? We don't need Paul Pierce." Like, and then got the nerve to be constantly complaining about Julius Randle. It's ridiculous. It goes Brunson. I mean, Grimes dribbling here. This dribble takes two dribbles the most and then passes it, not even trying to do anything. Julius has the ball. He's the focal point, being triple team right now, and just puts up a shot, almost throws it over the backboard. But he gets the foul. But at the same time, he's going to pass it to Grimes, and Grimes is going to take two dribbles the most and pass it away if he can't shoot it right away. So it's ridiculous to me. It's this game of basketball, talking basketball, people is ridiculous. Everybody thinks they're an expert, and everything is so serious. Oh, if you give a basketball take, let me hear your take on this. Oh, your take is trash. Like, man, whatever, man. Like, how could you argue, playing against the Clippers here? So let's say if the Knicks lose tonight, or we get blown out tonight. They have Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, and freaking James Harden, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? We have R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, and Brunson. And then a bunch of misfits all around. So it's like, the game is becoming very annoying. Very very annoying. Day in day out to keep following this game, keep calling it every freaking night. It's very annoying. So I mean, like Randall's not allowed to start the seasons a little bit slow. He's not allowed to do that. A lot of players are not. They're just supposed to come out shooting, scoring 30 points per game. But even if Julius scored 30 points a game, people will still be complaining that he don't pass the ball, that he's not a winner. He's a fourth option. But if he's averaging 30 points a game, what are we talking about? It's just that part of the conversation is just really becoming like very tiring, man. It's becoming extremely tiring. It's not fun to call games anymore. It's not fun to even talk about games anymore. You know, I'm trying to get my box score together here. So I'm looking at the ESPN box score. But they're look at this. You know what I'm saying? Like for anybody doing live streams and stuff like that, look what you have to deal with. They have no stats. The score is correct and everything, but the stats are not updated. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to go after? As a person doing a live stream here. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to have my own camera crew down there at the game to cover the game. It's ridiculous. Yeah, man. Sorry about all the complaining, man. But every day, oh, Brunson, he shoots too much. He doesn't pass. He's not a good point guard. Oh, when he starts playing well, this, that, and the other. Oh, but he's trash. This, that, and the other. It's like he scored 45 the other night. Yeah, but he didn't pass the ball. He plays no defense. Like, oh my god, that is so stressful to have to deal with that every day. It's crazy. It's extremely stressful. So anyway, this score is correct, 10-8. They're still talking about Harden here. I mean, so far, Zubac has 3 points. Russell Westbrook has 4. James Harden didn't score yet. Kawhi Leonard scored 2. Paul George didn't score yet. So it's early in this game. The odds are stacked against us talent-wise against this team. But Julius Randle has 2 and 3 at the moment. Brunson has 2. Barrett has 4. So listen, we miss Barrett. Definitely miss Barrett. But we didn't miss Barrett because, this is Barrett's team. That's another conversation, too. This is Barrett's team. Give the ball to Barrett. Trade Julius Randle for 2 second-round picks. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. The Knicks are not that good to miss any of their best players. If Julius is out, if RJ is out, if Brunson is out, we're dead. We need everybody. Even RJ frustrates me, and sometimes he doesn't play well, takes bad shots or whatever the hell he does. You know what I'm saying? Like we need him to win. If we don't have Julius, we're gonna be so much better without Julius Randle. Yeah, man. Okay. In the meantime, teams like the Clippers got 4 Hall of Famers on their squad. You know what I'm saying? Because you always need more talent, and you'll figure out a way to get shots. But you always need talent. A team like the Clippers already had 2 Hall of Famers, and they went and got 2 more. So, miss me with the bullshit, man. I think the Knicks fans are the only ones that complain that we don't that we need a superstar, we need this, that, and the other, but don't but are super fine with us not going out to get these guys like this. Because where superstars are we talking about? We only talking about the top echelon guys. Oh, Giannis and Embiid, the top 2 players in the freaking world at their position, just about. What are we talking about here? We have to get the best players in their position in order for it to be worth making the trade. It's ridiculous. Westbrook over to Paul George. Paul George just simply crosses over on Josh Hart, kicks it out too. I believe that's let me get this guys here. Get these Clipper names. So that was Terrence Mann just now, I believe. So Julius just scores again, 15-12. Julius looks good, looks nice and smooth. Here goes Paul George, of all people, bringing the ball up the court. Kicks it over to Mann. Mann is looking. Gives back to. So I mean, look at the people they have on the team. The backup center could start for us, for Christ's sake. The backup center, Mason Plumlee, could start for the Knicks. As Westbrook just scores. Brunson's calling the play there, asking Grimes to get to the corner. Dribble handoff to Julius. Julius takes a pick from Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson stays there a little bit too long. Gives it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart drives, spins in the lane, kicks it out to the shooter, Brunson. Brunson springs across the ball there. I don't know how he got the pass to Julius, but Julius got the ball all the way in the paint there, sidesteps, in and out dribble, but decent move. I think he might have hurt himself there. He goes Paul George bringing the ball up the court, being guarded by Brunson, for Christ's sake. He's looking, takes a solid screen from Plumlee. Plumlee gets the ball back. Nice no-look pass. No-look pass to Kawhi Leonard. So, like I'm trying to tell you, this guy, Mason Plumlee, he really could shoot. He really could pass. Throughout the course of his career, especially recently, those passing numbers have gone up big time. So he's a very he's a good player. Somebody that we definitely could look at him starting to break here. Brings the ball all the way up the court, gives it back to Westbrook. Westbrook is being guarded by Julius right now. Julius steps all the way back, and then Westbrook just pulls up a jump shot right in his face. So what is Randall supposed to do with Westbrook in front of him? Guarding him one-on-one, he's supposed to lock him down? It's crazy. So anyway, Knicks called. I believe that's a Knicks they're calling a timeout here. After he scored just now, so it's 15-14. So far, the game is going back and forth. Nobody's really gotten loose yet, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, you look down across from you, and you see 4 Hall of Famers, 4 guys that for a lot of our Knicks players, maybe 10 years ago, had these guys posters on their wall. It's crazy, man. Anyway, shout out to Mega. What's good, Mega? Mega. Damian Cox is here. We got Rob Bracey. Yeah, all is good so far, man. Shout out to Holcomb. Got Mr. Jackal. Imagine the Clippers had this roster like 6 years ago. That's what I'm trying to say. They're 4 Hall of Famers. How do you get 4 Hall of Famers? Because they're all making cheddar still. Westbrook took a major cut. I think he's only making 8. But the rest of the 3 guys are making big money. So how do you get 3 guys on your team making big money and then still get another Hall of Famer that's still producing at a high level, Westbrook? How do you do that? How do teams like this constantly do this all the time? But meanwhile, anybody that comes up in the trade discussion, like if let's say Paul George this summer, we had a chance to get Paul George. Everybody and their mother, hell no. What are we gonna get Paul George for? Hell no. Everybody, even the slight few people that actually could see the benefit of getting Paul George, they always shitting on that concept. Oh, your takes are terrible. You don't know basketball and all this nonsense. Russell Westbrook, we could have got Russell Westbrook a lot of times throughout the last couple years. But people, he doesn't shoot, he doesn't play defense. But he's Russell Westbrook. I just don't get it. James Harden too. Oh, he don't want to do is shoot. He don't play no defense. But he's James fucking Harden though. So meanwhile, while you're complaining about, oh, you didn't get this guy, that guy, look what the Clippers did. They got 4 of them, man. I just can't get off of that. Shout out to Johnny Knicks. Hey, welcome, man. He's the first time here. Agree. Who replaces Randall? That's the thing. We have nobody to replace Randall. That's a big frustration with us. No, shout out to this guy here. Let me see if I can pull it up on the side here. Shout out to one of these trainers here. I forgot his name. I think it's Zanin. I don't know if you guys saw him. He's working with he's been working with Jericho Sims. So I don't know if you saw that video. I'm gonna see if I can find it right now so I can repost it for you guys. Uh, so I think I commented on the post. So let me see if I can get that up. Yeah, so anyway, he's basically training Julius Jericho Sims. I've done said the whole roster. He's basically training him. Let me see. Check out my replies. Is that it? Yeah, yeah. All right, so here it goes. So yeah, the guy's name is Zanin. So he deleted the post. That's why I can't find it. So look, check it out. Check it out. This is the post I'm trying to get here. I believe the Clippers just got a steal. Here comes the Clippers on with Mason Plumlee leading the break. This is the post that was deleted. So this guy Zanin, Coach Zanin, what's his name? He was basically training Jericho Sims, and I guess they told him to take it down or whatever. They told him to take it down. I don't have no reason why they did that, but he's basically teaching them spin moves, post moves, fadeaway jump shots, one arm, one hand dribbles to left and right, shooting jump shots. He looks super smooth. He looks like somebody you can actually go to. So he's working on developing these players' games and stuff. But meanwhile, we don't play certain guys. We don't use guys in certain options and stuff. But I mean, the ability to learn and get better is there. There's another player too that we used to have. Uh, the one that um, the one that Fizdale said, "Oh, we're gonna get you right." The point guard. So anyway, he's in Utah and he's working hard, playing good. And then he got basically got a meeting with the coach, and the coach said that you'll never play again because they got guys ahead of you that make money. So if you make more money, even though you're playing good and doing all the right things, you're not going to get an opportunity. This is the way the NBA is. So we have to think of it that way. It's a big theatrical thing here. As quickly shoots a three, I think they call a legal screen on Brunson there. So Brunson's sitting down 18-5, 18-15 right now. Damn, man. James Harden is bringing the ball up the court. It's crazy. So I feel sorry for certain players. Like a guy like Dwayne Washington Jr., he makes no money, so he's not going to play over DiVincenzo or all these guys. But he's probably better than all of them. DiVincenzo gets the rebound, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Nice little pass to RJ. RJ just, a layup to nowhere. So everyone was getting on me about that because he just jumps in the air for no reason. He jumps in the air, and just now with that layup, he had no thought process of how he's going to get the shot off. If they replay the video for this layup here, I doubt they'll replay that. But he drove in and then he takes off from like the dotted line. That's exactly what got him hurt, jumping from the dotted line and not knowing what you're going to do once you did that. Simple things like learning how to make layups and developing your package pause. It's been too long now. 5 years now into the league, and you still don't have a layup package worth a damn. You're still afraid of contact. You're still trying to jump, from places because you can't finish. You know, praying that the referees bail you out. He goes hard and kicks it over to number 24. There's Norman Powell. Norman Powell could start for us today. He's coming off the bench for the Clippers, and he could start a shooting guard for us today. He pulls up around RJ. Gives it to Dante. Dante's looking up at RJ. Gives it to RJ. RJ fakes it. Comes all the way in. Loses the ball. Interior pass to Hartenstein. He was able to get it and dunk it. Yeah, man. So I mean, I'm talking about those Hall of Famers there, but look guys like Norman Powell, man. Norman Powell, Boston Jr. Those guys could possibly start for the Knicks, but they're going to be sitting on the Clippers bench, not getting any run just because of politics and stuff. So here goes Man there. Man can start for us. Man just pulls up and knocks down a three, number 5. So that's not Man. That's Bones, right? Check out his name. Who's that? Brown. Yeah, that's Nishawn Halen. So that's Bones Halen. He could play for us too. Here goes RJ to the baseline, fadeaway jump shot, no good, but he missed the shot clock. So anyway, 21-19. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating calling these games sometimes, man. So I mean, let's take a look at this what I'm looking at here. This is the Clippers lineup, like I said, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. What are we supposed to do with that? Zubac is a decent center playing decent basketball against Mitch Robinson. They're about a wash, but I think Zubac might be a little bit better because he can he's under control. You can actually give him the ball and he can score. Post up. He can create his own shot. Like I said, shout out to their whole bench. Mason Plumlee can start for us, for Christ's sake. If we traded, let's say we traded, Mitchell Robinson for some reason, and Mason Plumlee was available, we could pick him up and he'll be fine with him and Hartenstein as the centers, right? This guy Halen, his name is Bones. This is his nickname. He can start as shooting guard for us. He could also play. He's a point guard, but he can come play for us. Norman Powell today could start for us. He could start for us today as the starting shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a waste. And then a guy like this now, he's going to get a little bit of minutes because now you have to dedicate 35 minutes plus for Westbrook and Harden. So where does Norman Powell fit? So Norman Powell, if we can make a trade for Norman Powell, he would definitely be a starting shooting guard for us. Let's check this out. He already won a championship with Toronto. Let's do his stats here. What is the last few games? Points 12, 17, 13. These are scores basically coming off the bench. Let's scroll down here. Let's check out his own career stats really quick while they're taking a break. Doesn't jump out at you these some stats, but still, I mean, this guy is still good enough to start for us today. Uh, Look at this, man. So do I let me make sure I have the right guy? Yes, Norman Powell. Look at the points on totals on the side here. 16 points, 18 points per game. Are we really doing all of these ads? I never seen a full page ad like that. Did you just see that just now? It's crazy. So anyway, like I said, yeah, 16, 18, 19, 17, 19, 18, 21. When only 2 games started. Did he play a lot that year? Yeah, he played 60 games. He averaged 21 points, 17 points. The guy is really good. 14 points this year. So I mean, with a team like this, and then they still have the luxury of having a guy of the caliber of Norman Powell. Man, how do you beat a team like that? It's how do you beat a team like that has that type of firepower? He would come to the Knicks and average 20, Norman Powell. Like right now. It's crazy. That actually would be a good idea. When people say, "Oh no, why are we gonna trade for Norman Powell? Where is he gonna play? I'd rather keep whatever the fucking guy's name. I'd rather keep Grimes out there, because it's grime time, baby. You know, Bones misses a three. Here comes Hartenstein with a nice rebound. They're gonna call loose ball foul on Hartenstein. So it's gonna be Clippers ball. That's bullshit. They're gonna try to say he pushed off on the rebound. Like a guy like Grimes would fit perfect on the Clippers because all he wants to do is take a couple dribbles and shoot it. You know, a guy like Norman Powell can average 20 something points per game by creating the shots and stuff. He's tough on defense too. You know, he can actually run the show if he need be. You know, but he's a shooting guard. He can play power. He can play small forward. Excuse me. As Harden just hits a hard step back jump shot just now. 23-19. Because DiVincenzo is not a point guard, but he's acting as a point guard, backing up uh, Brunson right now. Brunson to Josh Hart over to IQ. IQ spins, looking. See, notice I didn't call IQ a point guard because IQ is not a point guard. He's not looking to pass. He's looking to get his own shot off. Dante DiVincenzo had to launch it with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Clippers with the rebound. Knicks are attacking, but listen, we got too many guard. We have little guys out there that we're trying to run the game with. We actually are playing with Hartenstein's out there. Hartenstein defended the rim, interior pass, good defense by him. Kick out to IQ. IQ all the way to the basket. He shoots it. I don't think he really had much of an intention to score it, but he did score it. Looking for the foul more than anything. So it's the Clippers coming down here now. They're going to show a quick replay with quickly full head of steam. See the angle that he comes with? The angles is just no good. He doesn't finish strong enough for me. With his long arms, stuff like that, he should be able to get that ball up. 23-21. I'm at the 10:49 mark. He goes hard and bringing the ball up the court. Takes a screen from Plumlee. Looking. Gets the ball right to Plumlee, but Plumlee wasn't ready for it. Harden, dissected that pass there, right? Thread the needle with that pass, but he wasn't ready for it. Looked like they were calling timeout. Are they calling timeout? Or are they just making substitutions? Looks like they just called making some substitutions. Shout out to Morning Brew Sports, man. Morning Brew guys, I can never catch your show, man, because I'm always working and stuff like that. Today I slept through your show because of the New York City Marathon. And my body is killing me. Let me show if you didn't see it before, man. I got a cane right here because I cannot get up out of my seat without a cane. So that is crazy. Like I said, I didn't win the marathon, spoiler alert, but at least I finished it. There's only like maybe like a hundred something people behind me that finished it. So it wasn't good. It wasn't like a good performance, but at least I went across that finish line. I got the medal and nobody could take that from me. I got hurt 3 times, like I said, and I got myself in trouble looking for a decent bathroom. So it was a crazy experience, but one I will never forget. And I might try to do it again next year. Here goes some ball movement here. Ball inside to RJ. RJ instantly is being double teamed right now. It's just a bad decision. The guard that passed to him had no frame of mind of who to pass it to. He gives it to RJ, and he was already being double teamed as the ball was coming to him. So it's ridiculous. So we got Highland here. Highland's pushed the ball up here. Highland actually played, if I'm not mistaken, he played in the Pro Am league that they have there at Hunter College. I believe he was playing in that league this year, and he was kicking ass. So I mean, he's a good basketball player. Harder with another easy shot. Just simple, get into the free throw line and just pull up and shoot it, nice and easy. You don't need to be with a team for your whole life in order to get that type of shot off. So IQ goes from one double team to the next. Here comes RJ, goes right into a triple team, kicks it back out to IQ. IQ stutter steps, dribbles, crossing over, kicks it out to Dante DiVincenzo in the corner, and he knocks that down. So the Knicks are creating mismatches here. They're getting double teams, so they're going to have to kick it out, find an open man. The ball is not moving faster than it needs to. It goes Bones again, coming across the screen from Harden. IQ harassing him a little bit. Back to Highland. Highland all the way to the basket. He just blew past IQ. He misses the shot though. Here goes Josh Hart running up the court, full head of steam, looking like Julito out there. Kicks it out to Dante DiVincenzo. Back to Hartenstein. Hartenstein looking to give and go. He didn't get it, but he spins in the lane, loses a little bit, falls on the ball, still gives it to Dante. Dante to Hart. Hart over to IQ. IQ goes right into the teeth of the defense and makes a nice little over the head shot there. Very good by IQ. Yeah, man. I got to get my stamina back, man, because I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I feel like I had the flu or something. That's the way my body feels. It feels like I have like I had the flu, like I'm recovering from it. Harden just takes it and shoots it. That's what Hall of Fame players do. Just get the ball. It doesn't matter what. I can make that shot, pull up nice and easy, and take your shot. RJ, top of the key, accepts the screen from Hartenstein, comes across, little in and out dribble all the way to the basket. Nice, easy pro move there. Fake the shot, get the guy in the air, and then simply make the layup. Good shot by RJ. 28-28. Yeah, we miss RJ, man. Definitely miss RJ because we're not good enough to play without him. IQ fighting the screen there. Hard in there, gets the ball against Dante. Here comes the screen by Zubac. Zubac sets great screens. Oh, try to draw a foul there. And there goes the foul. So Zubac sets great screens. He knows how to stay there long enough for you to go around him, and he knows how to get out of your way so he can get his shot. So they're showing the replay here by RJ. Good move there. Simple. See, take the screen and then fight to the basket. He goes Harden, just gets the ball, nothing special. Get the ball put and just pull up. Set up your move and pull up. Nice and easy. 28-28. It's a decent game so far. Clippers trying to inbound. Kawhi gives it out to Paul George. Paul George is going against Dante. Step back, pull up, no good. Hartenstein with the rebound. He almost took it from him, but he kicks it out to RJ. RJ back to Hartenstein, back to RJ. RJ takes the screen right into a double team. Just a bad pass there. At that point, once you're in there that low, you have to be able to score. So he got in there, and it ends up being a fast break play here for the Clippers. So it looks like the Clippers got fouled, and Clippers are going to get some free throws here. So that's a cardinal sin there. Like RJ should have probably tried to get the shot up on the rim. He did have a shooter in the corner, but he tried to kick it out across the Clipper players there to the top of the key, which was just a bad decision. Cardinals send a pass and is jumping in the air, man. I tell you that. So once again, where's my guys at? It's the Morning Brew guys here. Shout out to the Morning Brew guys. Yeah, man. I can never catch a show. But let me tell you, if you guys are still watching, The John Starks episode, and I believe the latest one. Now, I didn't listen to the one with Sam. I listened to I couldn't tell because I had my phone in my pocket, but I know I listened to two straight podcasts. They were like an hour and 50 something minutes a piece or something like that. So those two podcasts got me through the first half of the race there. So thank you guys for your content to help me get through the first maybe 2 hours, 2 3 hours of the race. So I appreciate you guys. So Damian Cox was like, "Have you seen the Liberty in 2023?" Yeah, I mean, the Liberty are just like the Clippers. Shout out to the WNBA. The WNBA is really corrupt. Because somehow all these ladies they go to their hometowns. Shout out to Candace Parker. She went to Chicago the other last couple years ago, and she won the championship in Chicago. How did she get to Chicago? And then all of a sudden she's with the Aces. So you want Vegas to win, so you stack up the Aces squad. So now you want the Liberty to win, so you can show how good it's because the New York City uh, metropolitan area has just loves basketball. So if the Liberty is playing good, let's stack up the Liberty team so we can bring more attention to the WNBA. What happened? The WNBA had the most viewership out of any WNBA finals in history. So the WNBA is kind of corrupt. So next year, I wouldn't be surprised if the Liberty picked up another Hall of Famer or something like that, or another player that you can't believe they got. So I mean, just like the NBA. When the NBA got Jordan, they had the Jordan rules. They made sure that Jordan would be successful to win. Magic and Bird, when that show was going on, they made sure that Dallas didn't beat them. They made sure that certain teams didn't get it in there. Shout out to Houston. Houston was able to get past the Lakers twice, I believe, during the 80s. But the Lakers, I mean the Celtics on the other side, between the Celtics and the 76ers, those are only two teams that got out the 80s. Shout out to Detroit too with Isaiah Thomas at the end of the 80s. But they really was trying to push for that star player to make sure that they are in the finals. So the NBA is corrupt too. Very corrupt. It's a coincidence that so it's always a coincidence that a lot of things happen. Now look at Wembanyama. He ends up going to San Antonio, and everybody was saying, "Yo, watch the NBA rig them and make San Antonio get it." And then San Antonio wins the lottery, and then they get Wembanyama. It's crazy. Just right in your face. Shout out to the Ewing draft. He was supposed to be the best big man ever. They were comparing him to Bill Russell at the time. It was the Ewing draft, and then it's the first lottery, and who wins it? The Knicks. So it's the NBA they ain't low with that. So he goes Harden, no Harden for me. He said, but definitely wanted a point guard that would have taken RW. But yeah, man, when it comes to like talent, like if you have the ability to get a Harden, probably should get him. Like I said, people be like, "Oh, why we need Harden for? We got Brunson." Yeah, but what does the Clippers need Harden for? They got Westbrook, and they went and got Harden. Now, once they get him, everybody said, "Oh, they're the favorites to win the West now." But flip side, if Harden came to the Knicks, it would be the same old nonsense. If he misses a shot or if he doesn't come out playing like the old Harden, then people are gonna be begging for him to trade him. And why did we get this guy and that type of stuff? There's a lot of stuff going into that, man. That to me is very frustrating. Very frustrating conversations to have, man. You know, but we having them all the time. All these hypothetical stuff that probably would never happen in our lifetime. We always arguing about those things, man. And but meanwhile, other teams just go and get players and that's it. Harden wouldn't have been a good fit. I think he makes the Clippers worse. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. Having too much talent on the team is too much. Having Westbrook, Harden, Paul Pierce, and Kawhi, it's just too much because now you're forcing guys to play roles that they shouldn't be playing. Like Kawhi has to guard power forwards now. Why? He should be guarding small forwards. And that's why he's a great player because he can really get off like that. But around the whole league now, the whole league has to adapt to them. They have to put smaller players at power forward just so they can defend a guy like Kawhi. So it is what it is. It just that's the domino effects of how things happen around this league. Yeah, layup should be the first thing you learn. Mitch Robinson, he can't make a layup to save his life. He all he does is dunk. He has no ability to score on the inside. So it is what it is. There, I've been talking about that for 6 years now. With Mitchell Robinson, still can't make a decent layup to save his life. Still doesn't have any moves to the basket or anything. It's ridiculous. Can he provide help for this team? Absolutely. For whatever he's been doing. Hasn't gotten better at it, but he's just still doing the same thing. Maybe just got in better shape, a lot stronger than he was in his rookie year. But outside of that, look at Julius goes right into a triple team. Somehow the ball gets to Josh Hart, and Josh Hart just loses it because he had to like fight for his life to try to get it. So spacing is bad. Julius has been saying it, but people have been cracking on him saying that, oh, that he's like throwing his teammates under the bus. But if you look at the games, we really don't have spacing. Where everybody's dribbling into triple teams. That's all I've been saying here since I started. RJ keeps going, dribbling the ball into triple teams. Brunson triple teams. Julius triple teams. Everybody's doing that. Here goes Brunson. Nice little fast break play there. Josh Hart is super strong. Really one of our best finishers on the club. Takes a nice foul and gets layup there on a fast break. Shout out to Julito there. Julito number 3. You got Josh Hart and then doing his best Julito impression there. Pretty cool. All right, I'm looking at these comments, man. I really appreciate the comments, guys. Morning, bro. He says, nah, bro, he's been playing well this season. No RJ shit right now. Now RJ's been playing. We can't win without him. We can't win without all of our guys. It's just it is what it is. Shout out to the Suns. The Suns already got injuries already too. So they've been they lost against Wembanyama in San Antonio the other day. So around this league, man, you have to be healthy. You have to play. You have to move the ball, play defense. You still got to show up every single night. You can lose every single night. You know. So let's slide down here. You guys are really going crazy here with the comments here. Shout out to Johnny. Let's get into some more play-by-play. Brunson just pulls up as I'm looking at it. Misses that. Clippers rebound. That's Paul George. Paul George gets the rebound, pushes the ball up the court. He's being guarded by Josh Hart. Gets by him, no problem. Goes right to the double team, stops the dribble, gives it over to Westbrook. Westbrook gives it just driving on Westbrook. Throws the ball up, misses it. Here goes Hart again, pushing the fast break. Gets Julius Randle on a trailer. He pulls up and knocks that down. So Julius Randle looks a little bit more stronger out there. A lot more bounce in his step. Body language is a lot better. Kawhi Leonard on the right-hand side, dribbling, being guarded by Brunson. Kicks it over to Westbrook. Westbrook guarded by Brunson. Brunson fight through the screen. Step back jump shot by Westbrook. Kicks it out to Kawhi. Kawhi wide open at the top of the key, no good. Josh Hart again with the ball, pushing the ball up the court. Gives it over to Julius. Another transition three-point shot, no good. Josh Hart still in the mix of the rebounds. He gets cracked in his head, lost his headband. Paul George dribbling against IQ. Over to Kawhi. Kawhi Leonard being guarded by Brunson, for Christ's sake. Gets right into the middle, kicks it out to Norman Powell, I believe, for a nice, easy 3. Yeah, man. So, I mean, the basketball is pretty good here. The Knicks and the Clippers are going back and forth. Knicks were up, actually, 36-35 on my clock. Brunson comes around a screen there by Julius. Just, I don't know how he got to the basket, but he goes to the basket on Kawhi Leonard. Misses the shot. Rebound by the Clippers. Here goes Paul George again, being guarded by Hart. Comes around the screen there, looking to give it to Zubac, but makes a hard drive to the basket. It misses everything. Josh Hart again with the ball, starting the fast break. To Brunson, to IQ in the corner. Misses that. Julius with the rebound. They're going to call Knicks ball. Going to call a loose ball foul on the Clippers there. It's going to be Knicks ball. Norman Powell's complaining there. Like I said, Norman Powell could start for us right now. Josh Hart. That's the big thing about our guards, too, is that Josh Hart could start a break. If need be, Josh Hart could probably play point guard for us if we actually needed that. So I mean that's the benefit of having a legit guard, because Josh Hart is not a power forward, he's not a small forward. He can play those positions if you need him to, but I mean his bread and butter is actually, doing guard stuff. So anyway, something happened, cross court passes there, they never work, but Brunson throws the ball over into like the 8th row there. Yeah, so I'm seeing Johnny Knicks asking some stuff here. I'm gonna get to you on the next break here. Westbrook, left hand side, gives it to Paul George. Draws a double team, gives it to Westbrook right in the paint. Instead of shooting it, he kicks it out to the corner, misses the 3. Rebound by the Clippers, kicks it back to the same person, Norman Powell for 3, and he makes it. So I'm telling you, they're headhunting for these 3-point shots. Westbrook had a shot there with Mitchell Robinson there. He could have easily shot that and scored, but kicks it out to the corner for a miss. Somehow the ball gets back to the same player, and he finally makes that 3-point shot. Knicks are trying to get some ball movement going here. Gives a high screen, high post feed there to Julius. I mean, Julius is being triple teamed, spins, gives it over to Josh Hart into the same triple team. Shot is short. Julius gets his own rebound, gets stripped. So I mean, the effort is there. Julius Randle should be allowed to do power forward stuff. Bad shot, bad positioning. For the Knicks, Julius was getting triple teamed. His option was to give it back to Hart to get the same triple team, but Julius Randle driving right into the lane to get that rebound. So you can see RJ massaging his back and then slapping him in the butt. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird behavior, weird basketball behavior, man. I never was a booty slapper, man. How many out there used to slap booties? You a booty slapper out there? I never did that. Always thought that was like a crazy thing. That's something from baseball. Baseball guys give each other slaps on the butt and stuff like that. So I mean, that shouldn't translate to sports like basketball, man. Because I mean, you definitely going to get some water on your hands with slapping guys' butts, man. It's just weird occurrence, man. Imagine slapping a young lady in the butt, So I mean, it's just weird. So check out since we had commercials, check out what Johnny Nix is saying. Grimes is the real deal. He's their best two-way player. Why do you want to put pop? I mean, are we watching the same game? He's the real deal. Like, what makes him the real deal? The last time that he played, he scored a lot of points, right? But most of those shots were just catch and shoots, and if he had to put the ball on the floor, it was just like a couple dribbles, two dribbles, and then pull up, and what makes him the real deal? Grimes is never gonna is well, I'm not gonna say never, but at this point in time right now, Grimes is not even trying to create his own shot. So I mean, like I said, I just ran off with Norman Powell's stats just now. Quentin Grimes at this point, right? I don't see him ever getting to that level where he's relied upon to score points a lot, create and score points. You know, spot up shooting, yes, 3 and D. What he does that role really well. But you're gonna say Norman Powell's not better than Grimes right now? Grimes plays defense. I mean, Norman Powell plays defense as well. But you're gonna get a true starting shooting guard with Norman Powell out there compared to Grimes, at least at this point in time. If you're talking about what's gonna happen in the future, where's the DeLorean? Because I need to borrow it for the weekend. That's what I have to say about that. So Grimes is the last young player that I would be traded. Listen, all this stuff is drives me crazy because I mean, RJ, how much better did RJ get? I'm not saying I want to trade him today, but how much better did RJ get? We're waiting for 5 years for him to at least get to the point where he's nice and smooth. Right now, RJ's pretty much nice and smooth. But look at guys like Frank Ntilikina, Kevin Knox, and all these other different guys that had went to war on Twitter, went to war on my podcast, went to war on other people's podcasts about these guys, about Mitchell Robinson and stuff like that. But how much better did these guys get? How much better did these guys get? This guy, Frank and Knox, they're basically out the league. Frank is in Charlotte, I believe, and I'm not sure where Knox is. So I mean, it's just weird, man. Just very weird. Hey, but thanks for the contribution, Johnny. So we're coming out of this timeout. Cadillac trivia question. Yeah, speaking of that, man, they're pointing out that Mitch Robinson had 0 points. Man, that was crazy. For those that were watching, you guys were following my what do you call it, my sports book, and I lost a lot of money. I didn't show you how much I lost, but I lost a lot of money in that game. And all Mitch Robinson had to do was get 2 points. I needed Malik Beasley to get 5 points as well. So Malik Beasley ended up getting zero, I think, for the night, and Mitch Robinson got zero too. So it's ridiculous out here in these streets. Free throws for Julius. He makes the second one there. So scores back tied 38-30. So far, back and back game here. Trying to get my mojo together here. Like I said, my energy is definitely weird. I'm extremely thirsty. I've been drinking all day. You know. Here goes Plumlee, top of the key. Just brings the ball up the court, nice and casual. Gives it over to Harden. Harden and over to Kawhi. Julius Randle overzealous on the defense. They almost got a steal. So guys are saying that Julius Randle don't play with effort. Hey, he's been playing with effort tonight so far. But what are you asking for? This is a power forward, a true power forward in today's NBA out there playing defense. Inbounds pass here. Harden got it. Harden is looking, passes it to somebody. He gives it over to Westbrook. Westbrook comes across the screen there, full head of steam all the way to the basket. Interior pass to Miles Plumlee. While Plumlee just stops where he is, Mitch Robinson got his hands up, not even trying to defend, and Plumlee just makes an awkward hook shot over his head and makes it. But at least he was under control. Mitch Robinson was surrendering there with his two hands up. He goes Westbrook. I mean, Brunson with a pick from Westbrook. So the Clippers are playing a pseudo zone right now. Brunson double crossover on Harden, gets all the way to the paint. He tries to throw an alley-oop to Mitchell Robinson. He should have just shot it. So they call a loose ball foul there. But I mean, Brunson gets all the way to the lane. He forces an alley-oop. Just shoot it. And if Mitchell Robinson's such a great offensive rebound, then let him get the offensive rebound. But you got to put the ball on the rim. You can't just be trying to force alley oops. You know. So somehow some kind of technical foul here. I believe it might be like a clear path foul. So Paul George is going to shoot it. So they're showing it right now. Westbrook comes down. Julius Randle fouls him. Yeah, so there's basically a clear path foul. So Paul George wanted to shoot it just so he can get some shots up. So that's good leadership by the Westbrook. Westbrook was going to shoot it at first, but he said, "Nah, you shoot it so you can get off. See the ball go in the basket." Yeah, man. Scroll. Yeah, about the Liberty. Liberty never won a championship, but Liberty also got Lobo. Lobo was basically, she was like exactly like what's her name? The young lady from the Liberty there. Broken play by the Clippers got stolen by the Knicks. Alley oop to Julius. Alley oop from Julius to Mitch. So it's just a weird play. He could have just passed it to Mitch and let him lay it up. But he threw an alley oop to him, and Mitch jumps up with one hand and tries to put it in. It goes in, but he almost missed it. Harden, interior play there. Foul line jump shot being guarded by Grimes. Nice and easy. Yeah, but this alley oop stuff to Mitch Robinson is just we just pass it to him. We should be able to just pass it to Mitch. He should be able to score. We shouldn't have to make the perfect alley oop just so we can get that guy a basket. Mitch Robinson did a great job just now as I'm talking badly about him as you're finishing the play. But Brunson, he put the shot on the rim. So if you put the shot on the rim, then let Mitch Robinson get it. So that's exactly what Mitch Robinson did just now. James Harden gets all the way into the paint where he wants to go, finds Norman Powell wide open for three. He knocks that down. So Norman Powell knocks down another 3-point shot. 46-42. We got 40 seconds left in this half. Brunson being guarded by Harden goes right into a double team there. Back to Julius. Julius is guarding Harden. Julius is being double teamed, triple teamed now. Somehow he gets all the way to the basket and lays it up. He's going to get a foul with that, or they're going to call an offensive foul. Look like they called an offensive foul, but it looks like the whole Clipper team just all fell there. So here goes Julius here trying to force that alley-oop to Mitch. Oh, so he never touched it. So that's a shot by Julius. Yep. So that's a shot by Julius. He never even touched the alley-oop. So my thing is this trying to force alley-oops to Mitchell Robinson. He could have just passed it to him, and then Julius, Mitchell should have been able to catch it and dunk it. These forced alley-oop plays are just a waste of time to me. So anyway, the Clippers are playing for the last shot. It's about almost like a 4-second differential there. So I don't know. Here goes Paul George putting RJ to sleep, and he just pulls up. Here goes Brunson trying to get the last shot of the game here. Full head of steam all the way to the basket, gets it to RJ. RJ should have just shot it, but RJ decided to put the ball on the rim as two defenders are crashing into him. Out of bounds, Knicks ball. So we got 2.7 seconds here. The Knicks should be able to get a nice little shot off. It would be nice to get a score before the half is up to kind of make this lead, cut the lead a little bit. They go to Clippers too. They still got goons coming off the bench too. So the Clippers got a good squad. Can't front. On paper, they got a really good squad here. Here goes the inbounds pass. RJ tried to shovel, try to stuff the pass into Julius. Pass was easily stolen. So now guys they're just kind of like talking out that play there. And so spacing is horrible for the Knicks, but the Knicks persevere, man. Tom Thibodeau led team are always going to play hard. So this is what we have here. For everyone that complains about stuff all the time, so listen, you got to understand what kind of squad we have. We have a Tom Thibodeau led squad. These guys are going to play hard every single night. Offensive wise, Tom Thibodeau is not good at creating an offense. He's trying though. Trying to implement different things to our guys. I don't know if it's the simple fact that our players can't execute the new stuff that Tom Thibodeau's trying to do, or or it's Tom Thibodeau, because a lot of times Tom Thibodeau, he'll see stuff happening and he'll still keep going back to it. So there must be something that Tom Thibodeau wants these guys to do fundamentally, so that it is what it is with that. But our guys, RJ, Julius, even Brunson, all these guys are lunch pail dudes, man. So that's what it is. We have a lunch pail team, a lot of small, scrappy players, we do need some more height, more things. So somebody's got to go. Somebody's got to be traded. If you want that, if you want that backup power forward, or if you think you want another wing, some kind of wing, the backup power forward and wing position could be the same guy. So that there are quite a few players available, that we can call to at the moment. That's not in the league right now. So we'll see what happens. I feel like the Knicks should have been done that this summer. Just with Fournier on the bench, you're wasting time. I'm keeping him on the roster. So now, we're just behind the eight ball here, waiting for something to happen. So we'll see. We'll see. Winslow. I was thinking about Winslow. I don't think Winslow's even playing in the league right now. Let me see. NBA Winslow. Yeah, Justice Winslow. I couldn't think of his name here. Oh man. So anyway, is he in the league right now? They said the last time he played was with Portland. So I don't believe he's in the league right now. Yeah, this guy, Justice Powell is not in the league. He's not on any team because he hasn't played a game this year. So I believe he's not even on a team. So a guy like this, Justice Powell, at 6'6", 222, he's a guy that we should probably pick up. Free agent, absolutely would fit on the Knicks. Plays defense, could do a lot of stuff on the perimeter, could shoot the three a little bit, could play power forward and small forward, at his height. So I mean, let's do a quick look at his before we get into halftime stats. He was able to hit double figures a couple times. Looking at his rebounds, 4 or 5 rebounds, again, one, 2 assists. Last few years, he was able to get those assist numbers up. Steals, he can get you one and one steal, maybe, but just about a steal. Plays good defense. Can he shoot the three? That's what everyone's worrying about. 31% from the field for his career. So he's not really a good 3-point shooter. So that's probably why he's not in the league. But one thing for certain is this guy's young still. He's 26. He's going to be 27 probably this year, if he's not 27 already. So I mean, it's a good player here that we can pick up. I'm just pointing it out because there are players out there that can easily be picked up. You know. So anyway, on the screen here, let's get into some. What did I do that for? Let's get into some halftime shenanigans here. Halftime stats. Let's check out the game summary here, quarter to quarter. The Clippers had 21-19. Second quarter, 25-23. So it was a back and forth game. The Clippers are up. They won both quarters, so the Clippers are up right now. Right now, the Clippers are not doing anything so crazy that the Knicks are going to be in trouble. But the Knicks are outworking them, but they're out talenting us. That's why they're winning. So third quarter, I could see a third quarter of depth where either the Knicks defense shell shocks the Clippers a little bit, and maybe we can win this quarter, or it can be the opposite where the Clippers regroup a little bit and they pour on the offense and really just knock the Knicks out of this game. So either thing can happen, regardless if they have the talent, but it really depends on team, whether which team can lock in between the both of them. So let's get into some halftime stats here. Halftime stats, get into the game charts. Shot charts for the Clippers, similar to the Knicks, but really no shots in the corner paint area. A lot of shots in the paint was made today. Not too many three-point shots at the top of the key were made. So they put up 39 shots with 46%. The Knicks, on the other hand, this is not a typical Knicks shot chart here. A lot of shots at the rim, a couple shots in the paint a little bit, and a lot of X's all around here. So the Knicks are not shooting the ball well. We only put up 40 shots to their 40 shots to 39. So we put up one more shot than them, but we're shooting 38%. And it's not just because we're missing threes. We're missing a lot of bunnies all around the court too. So the Knicks need to calm down a little bit. We're playing in our home court, so it shouldn't be this hard. But the Knicks are a scrappy team. That's what it is. It's because we've consistently been this way. So we can't expect perfect basketball out of nowhere. Lead changes and all this other stuff. Everything looks clean across the board here. Longest run is 8. Lead changes 9 times. Times tied 5 times. Biggest lead for either team is 4 points. So it's a nice back and forth game here for the New York City crowd. Rebounds, Knicks are leading them in rebounds. Assists is about even. Knicks are leading them in steals, and this is like for the first time in like all season that the Knicks are leading a team in blocks here. So the Knicks have 1 block to the Clippers 0 blocks. Turnovers is 11 to 10. So I mean, 11 and 10 turnovers is a lot for certain teams, especially for the Knicks. 37% from the field, like I said, 47 for the Clippers. 21% from three, 28 for three. And free throws is what it is. The three keys to the game here: points in the paint. Knicks are not dominating, but the Knicks are up. I guess say dominating points in the paint here. Second chance points. The Clippers are getting to the ball a little bit easier than we are. And fast breaks, which is a new thing here, where the Knicks are basically just about every night are either beating teams or tying them in fast break points. So that's a different look with the Knicks now that we're actually pushing the ball, trying to create faster offense. So I mean, like I'm trying to say, Tom Thibodeau is trying, but especially with the amount of guards that we have, the pace is definitely going to be much higher with all the guards in the rotation. So I mean, so far so good. I mean, I can't really complain about what the Knicks are doing too much. The Knicks do a horrible job with spacing. They are constantly running into double teams, pass the ball, and then the person goes right back into the same double team. Julius had the ball in the high post, and then he passed it to Hart, and Hart went right into the same defenders that Julius had. So the Knicks don't do a good job of swinging the ball properly and finding the open player. Because if you're being guarded by three guys, that means there's two people open. That's really just common sense when it comes to this stuff. But Knicks don't play with common sense. We play with Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau doesn't play much with common sense. Everything is hard work, grind it out, and put balls to the wall and hope for something good to happen. Paul George here, off game, one for seven, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. He's still going to put up stats here, but scoring wise, he's a little bit off today, 14%. Same thing with Kawhi Leonard. I believe they play basically the same kind of game. Kawhi is guarding, is basically head to head with Julius. It's kind of a mismatch because Kawhi's not a power forward. Kawhi it really should be playing small forward. But it is what it is here. Zubac, good center, easy 3 points, 3 rebounds, nothing really to call home there. Harden today, Harden's just going to score every time he gets it. So no matter what team that he's on, no matter where he is, 9 points leading, not leading the team, but 9 points here in his debut with the Clippers. I don't know if this is his debut. Is this debut? 3 assists, 3 rebounds. We got Westbrook here with 11 points. He scored a lot. Doing a good job of leadership out there. Just watching him communicate with guys. Briefly, coming to guys and telling them something and they get it. Shout out to Bones Highland. He came out there with a little bit of energy for them. Mason Plumlee, like I said, people think that Mitch Robinson is the end all to the center position. But if you get a guy like Plumlee can bring the ball. He brought the ball to the court so many times today. So Plumlee's really good. Really decent backup. Kind of like spot starting center there. Norman Powell, for all the stuff I was talking about him, scoring wise, he had 3 threes, basically a Quentin Grimes line there with no other stats. So every time I talk about a player, I can never have anything to back up what I'm trying to say. But it is what it is. 9 points for him with no other stats to speak of. PJ Tucker is here, just doing what he does, spitting in people's mouths and yelling and screaming, making a whole bunch of noise. RJ for the Knicks, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. We need him, man. Whether he's going to shoot 2 for 6, which he normally does, that type of stuff. 0 for 2 from three, typical RJ line. But we need that. We need him. There's no ifs, ands, or but with this team. Julius right now seems very smooth. Seems like he might be back to normal here with 13.6 rebounds. He has no assists right now, no steals, no blocks. But just the scoring stat line here, he looks pretty good. Looks like old Julius there, leading all scorers with 13 points. Mitchell Robinson, 2 points today. Surprise, surprise. He got 3 steals, no blocks, no assists, but 4 rebounds there. 3 offensive rebounds. That defensive rebounds need to go up, man, because in order to make a defensive stop, you have to get the defensive rebound. Hello, in order to clear the defensive stop, you have to get the defensive rebound. If the shot goes up and you miss it, get the defensive rebound. You know what I'm saying? What the hell's going on here? But nobody gets that concept. Oh, but he's the best offensive rebounder. Man, whatever. I can't stand you. I can't stand you, whoever you are, whoever the hypothetical person I'm bringing up. Brunson off today, 2 for 8. But he gets busy. So you can't really complain about Brunson. He gets to the paint and stuff. He's not passing the ball well. Everybody's saying that. Morning Brew Sports, you guys brought that up too. That he's just not contributing, passing the ball properly, man. As a point guard, you need the assist to be up for him, at least 4 assists per game. So he's been getting less than 4 the last few games here. So it just has to do with the way the Knicks play. So we watch the games, and we can see what's happening out there. Brunson is just looking for his own shot, and the Knicks are relying on other players to make those decisions, passing wise. But Brunson, he's our scorer. He needs to get off. I think he has the ultimate green light to keep attacking, and that's what it is this year. Quentin Grimes, same thing like Norman Powell, basically blank across the board. 1 rebound, 1 steal. He has 0 points. Everybody keeps saying that we need to give that kid more shots, run some plays for him. But the plays that people want, they want pick and roll so he can get pick and pops. That type of stuff. They want screens and make him go around curl plays and stuff like that. But when was the last time you seen an NBA player do a curl play? You used to see it a lot in the NBA back in the days, but you haven't seen anybody that's all they do is shoot, give them plays coming around like a curl play so they can hit the long jump shot, that type of thing. Down screens and stuff, that's different than what I'm talking about. But the Knicks don't run that type of offense. He's just a 3-and-D guy. stay in the corner, wait for the ball to come to you, that type of stuff. So that's the role that Grimes is in. I feel like Grimes has so much more to his game to it. He shows it a little bit with a little bop and behind the back dribbles and stuff, but then he'll make two dribbles and then pick up his dribble and be looking to pass it. So I mean, we really don't need that from him. We need more, especially as a starting shooting guard. Josh Hart, I thought he played a good first half. 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Did a good job of getting the rebound and pushing the pace there. Whether or not he got the rebound or not, if he got the ball, he was pushing the pace pretty hard, going up the courts. So kudos to Josh Hart there. Dante DiVincenzo, basically the same thing. Dante getting his rebounds and pushing the ball. So that's basically what he's been doing the first half. Josh Hart and Dante basically the same player. IQ, same thing, pretty much. Get that ball and push it and try to score. So we got three guys that basically do the same thing. We want Quentin Grimes to do what the other three do, and then we got Hartenstein, that's just a lunch pail player, plays extremely hard, extremely tough player. 7 minutes, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Scrappy player. I'm glad to have him. You know what I'm saying? But we do have flaws in the roster, man. But we need all of our guys that we have currently to in order to be successful. It would be nice to have to like so. I mean, since Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo and IQ are all playing decent ball for us right now, it would be nice to hypothetically delete Quentin Grimes and get somebody in here like a power forward, small forward kind of guy, combination player, and have that person on the team rather than Quentin Grimes right now because of what Josh Hart, Dante, and Emmanuel quickly are doing. So we have way too many guards. Basically 1, 2, 3 guards coming off the bench with Hartenstein. It's just too much. One of those guys should be starting for us, probably quickly, and then have Quentin Grimes that position filled with another player. Shout out to Evan Fournier. We all watching the same shit, man. Evan Fournier, he needs to be out of here. If we can trade Evan Fournier, that would be great. But like I said, if we trade Evan Fournier, then we still have all these guys in the rotation. Who's gonna go? Grimes, Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, Emmanuel quickly. Are we going to trade one of those guys to try to get that extra player? That's the big question there. But nobody wants to trade IQ. Nobody wants to trade Josh Hart, and nobody wants to trade any of these guys. Because they're their favorite player. Oh, we never win. We never win without those guys. But how do we get better? That's the main question I got to ask fans. How do we get better? Somebody got to go. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to go. Not everybody's going to take the whole trip, man. Sometimes people got to get off and use the bathroom. Sometimes people need to get off and start a new life. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing against them. People make their own choices and stuff in life. So I mean, if we stop at the bus depot, we might pick up somebody else that fits in better, and then we have to leave that person, at that stop and keep it moving. Our destination is a championship. You know what I'm saying? That bus ride to the championship, everyone is not going to make it to the last stop. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I feel like that's the mentality we need to have, rather than the final attitude is like, oh, I don't want to trade my guy because he's better than this guy. You know what I'm saying? Trade Julius Randle. It's like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Julius Randle might not even be at the end here, but just building the team, we have to move forward building the team, not constantly taking several steps back just to prove a point about something going forward. It's just crazy to me. Anyway, regardless of that, inactive players. Oh, Terrence Mann is inactive, so it's not Terrence Mann. The guy I keep mentioning is not Terrence Mann. It's just Bones. Bones is the one that's playing. Shout out to Brandon Boston Jr. But I think Brandon Boston Jr. could probably play in this league. So I mean, due to politics with money and stuff like that, he's not going to ever get his chance there. So unless the Clippers make a trade or something like that, where he'll be able to get his chance. Shout out to Amir Coffey too. Amir Coffey's a good player. He's 6'7". This is a guy here wasted on the Clippers squad there that could be playing on another team. Another player that the Clippers have is right above him. Kobe Brown, so they have quite a few players there. But anyway, the game just started 8 seconds into the second half. Kawhi Leonard was able to get into the lane and get the hand above that rim there. So let's get up here, let's get the scoreboard going. Yeah, I'm definitely dehydrated, man. Right now I can feel like dryness in my sinuses. That's how dehydrated I am. I've been taking my pills and stuff that I need to take and stuff. I've been drinking my water, trying to stay hydrated and whatever. Trying to lubricate and stuff. Quentin Grimes wide open for 3, knocks that down. So I mean, right on cue, these guys that want Grimes to get more shots. All he is a 3-point shooter, man. At this point, he goes. Paul George gives it over to Kawhi. Kawhi being guarded by Grimes. Over to Kawhi being guarded by Julius. Julius is staying with him. Little bump, spin the opposite way, misses that. Knicks with the rebound. Here goes RJ laboring up the court here, being guarded by 3 players, and he just gets stripped. He was guarded by 3 players. Here goes Paul George, full head of steam, gives it over to Kawhi Leonard for transition three. He doesn't shoot it. He double pump fakes on Mitchell Robinson, is trying to create a shot on him. Drives all the way to the paint. I think Mitch might have got a piece of that. Oh, look at Zubac with the rebound, and he just knocks that down. Scrappy possession there by the Clippers. Here goes Brunson looking for a play call here from Tom Thibodeau. Gets the ball across the timeline. I mean, Julius is too tight up on Brunson here. So I don't know what the Knicks are trying to do here. Set the screen by Mitchell Robinson. Didn't even really set a proper screen. Julius Randle gets the ball cross court. Julius should have passed it to Grimes. But now he's dribbles right into a double team, spin move, fade away, and knocks it down. Bad basketball because I mean he should have gave it to Quentin Grimes just now. But instead, Julius forces his shot right into a double team, and that's the game right there. So the Clippers just get a foul. Is he going to the foul line? So I believe Paul George just got fouled. So we got some free throws coming up here. So they're showing the play. Good defense, but I mean that's incredible defense by Grimes. I don't know about this being a foul. Maybe they're gonna count the push, but good defense by Grimes there. Good defense. Incredible defense, actually. Taking a look at see Dewan Wayne. He said this is my type. But it's a fun game. I can't front. It's a fun game to watch so far. We got Julian Ramos is here. What are you saying? He said, "Yo, does Mitch Robinson hit over 9.5 rebounds?" I mean, he might. He hasn't done it really much his entire career. He hasn't averaged a double yet. Or double figure rebounds yet. It has to do with minutes and stuff like that. But he would get more minutes if he can make free throws. He doesn't need to shoot 80, but at least shoot 65%. It will be decent. 70% from the free throw line. Being able to do something other than dunk, standing there waiting for an alley-oop to come to him. It's crazy, man. Shout out to Julian Bloom. He says, congratulations for running a marathon. I appreciate it. Hardest thing I've ever done, man. People ask, did you train? Did you train? I did train, motherfucker. At the same time, too, I did not anticipate how hard it would be to work the job that I work and still be able to train and stuff. I was trying my best, I was actually doing really good. Like the first, I've actually been training since January 1st, not for the marathon, but just trying to get my life back. Because I mean, I was extremely weak the beginning of the year. This is all due to COVID, man. Just the setbacks and just the residual things from COVID, stress from COVID, everything having to do with that. And I just losing myself a little bit physically. This year was all about reinventing myself, getting into the gym. So the first half of the year, I was just really trying to get my Planet Fitness on. In August, I switched to Retro Fitness. So, I was supposed to start my marathon training July, basically July, the 4th of July, around that time. Started working pretty good. I actually got my miles to the point where I can go 7 miles no problem. But then I blew my back out. For like 10 weeks. My back was completely stiff. I can barely move. But I was still lifting and stuff like that. And I ended up gaining a lot of weight. So I mean, I got up to like 260. I'm not sure how much I weigh today, but I had got up to 260. And at the start of the year, I was like 220. So this year I gained like 40 pounds, bro. So especially during that little time period, I gained some weight during that time period. So it's a lot of excuses, man. But I have no excuses about finishing and having heart. You're not gonna tell me I don't have heart. You're not gonna tell me that I'm gonna give up. So that's what that running that marathon was all about. Not giving up, having some heart. You know what I'm saying? And persevering and never giving up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was about. I proved it to myself. It hurt so bad. I had a lot of emotions. I wanted to cry a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Just from the simple fact of me wanting to give up so much. But it is what it is here. So for people that complain about the Knicks, are you willing to sacrifice anything in your life like that? To like push yourself to the brink of exhaustion, to the brink of physical breakdown, where you shouldn't even be out there. You should have gave up a long time ago, but you still stick with something and finish. How many people out there could say they did something like that? I've done that several times in my life. Before COVID, I did something similar. So after COVID, this is like my breakthrough here. You know, so as soon as I feel a little bit better, I'll get back into my training, and then we'll see what 2024 comes. What comes with that year? So the Knicks are going back and forth. It's good. We're playing some good basketball here. You know what I'm saying? Nice little play by RJ. Nice little floater on the baseline. Paul George drives, kicks to Kawhi. Wide open 3-point shot is so good. WAP. Yeah, man. So I mean, the funny phrase that the state invented, get out there and touch grass. You know what I'm saying? Everybody says that now, but don't give credit for the person that made up those little terms. Yeah, man. Get out there and do something to challenge yourself. Something that you don't have to do with other people. They don't need to know why you do it. Doesn't mean you should run a marathon. Knicks get caught on the transition bucket here. And so the Clippers are up 59-56. A little bit of sloppy play going on right now, kind of like a playground atmosphere. Definitely feels like I'm standing, in the gate at the cage watching the game right now. Definitely has that vibe here. Yeah, man. But push yourself, man. Get out there and do something that no one ever would think you'd be able to do. Shout out to people that be like encouraging you, but behind the scenes they be laughing at you and shit like that. You know, shout out to people like, yeah, you ran a marathon, but you it took you this long to do it. Yeah, okay. People can say what they want to say, man, but what have you done out there? Yeah, so the Knicks on a commercial. Let's check out some more stuff here. Got Knicks Nation here. What's good, my man? It's a G League on the G League on the Blazers. It's Knox. Knox could play backup too on this team. I'm not too sure. Knox can shoot the three. That's one thing that we learned about Knox is he's a really good 3-point shooter. He's really good at running offense and stuff like that. So, he on this squad right now, could he be a rotational player? That's the question. You know, skill set wise, Kevin Knox has everything. Kevin Knox has everything. What he doesn't have is something that's not connecting properly for his mind and on the court performing. But if you out there and you're running drills and stuff like that, you would think that Kevin Knox is the best player that you ever seen. But it's just like geniuses, like they could be good at taking a test, but some people they don't have common sense and stuff like that. So it's just crazy. You know. What else we got going on here? Shout out to Harlem CEO, one of the best guys out there, man. Definitely good to see him as always here. It's gonna take more time for Tibbs to settle on a rotation. So far with the rotation, man, I don't really see the Tom Thibodeau making any changes at all. You settling on a rotation. The only other guys available is Deuce. Deuce is another guy that he calls. He hasn't called Fournier yet. So I mean, when we have injuries, he's been going to Deuce. Jericho's been seen a couple times. So I think Tom Thibodeau's rotation is set here pretty much. I'm quite sure the front office done gave them the memo too. Certain guys are making a certain amount of money, they got to play. So it is what it is. Sucks. It is what it is. Walter Jones, what's good? Walter Torres, excuse me. Shout out to Manny. What's good, Manny? Knicks is still waiting for the game to come back here. So I think space and shooting go hand in hand. The more you can shoot, the easier it is to space out. Yeah, absolutely. But the Knicks at the same time, spacing, shooting, and all is all fine and dandy. But guys are standing too close to each other a lot of times. And then the Knicks are not making the proper reads. We're throwing the pass cross court into guys that are already being guarded by two people. Or we're throwing it to a side that has too many defenders on that side. So there's a lot of weird things that we need to figure out as a squad that we should not be going through at this point. Anyway, we're back in business. Brunson at the top of the key, guarded by Westbrook. The first defender is always the easiest one to get by. Here goes RJ with a nice little pull up, but he was still moving. Richard Robinson with an offensive rebound gives it over to RJ, swing it to Brunson. Here goes Grimes, cross court pass there to Julius. Meanwhile, Grimes should have just shot that. Turnover by the Knicks. See, Grimes should have just shot that. He was all the way. He was looking to give that pass to Julius. Almost a transition three by the Clippers here. Julius with the rebound. So Julius brings the ball up the court. Mitch Robinson is trailing him. Dribble handoff to Brunson. Julius, they're trying to get the ball back to Julius. It's taking too long. It's taking too long. Run something else. Here goes RJ, spin move in the lane all the way to the basket, left-handed layup, and that goes in. I wish those layups that RJ shoots was more consistent, man. But that was a big time play by RJ there. Guys got to move the ball. Move the fucking ball. Clippers comes across the screen. Kawhi guarded by Grimes. Grimes plays good defense. We all know this. Kawhi is just setting up his patented off the back off the backboard shot there. So nothing you could really do. You just setting him up, trying to get his footing together to get the shot off. And he does what he does there. He goes Brunson comes in off on the right hand side, being guarded by Westbrook. Gives it over to RJ. RJ was going to take the screen, but he doesn't take it. He's being double teamed, triple teamed, actually. Gets the ball stolen. Here goes Westbrook all the way to the basket. Julius to play good defense there to stop it. Kawhi Leonard tried to jam it back in, but missed it. Here goes Julius, full head of steam all the way to the basket. Sidestepped on left-handed layup is good. Man, this is it's almost just like we're watching the West Fourth game. James Harden dribbling on the right-hand side, being guarded by Grimes. Zubac sets a nice hard screen and knocks Grimes out the picture. Pump fake by Kawhi, gets Julius in the air. Somehow Harden is wide open. Sidestep three-point shot, no good. Mitchell Robinson with a rebound. Julius, left-hand side. Two people showing double team here. Comes around the screen for Mitchell Robinson. Try alley-oop to Mitch and does it. So people keep saying we need RJ to come back in to give Julius some alley-oops. But Mitchell Robinson has been looking for him all game. Finally get Mitchell Robinson that alley-oop that everyone thinks that Mitchell Robinson should get 40 of them a game. That's a good move by Julius there. So Julius is back. You know, it took a little while, but Julius is definitely back in business, playing like regular Julius that we know. You know, so everyone that keeps saying, "Oh, trade Julius, need to trade Julius right now. He's killing our team." Listen, man, you know, we gotta give things a break. It's 82 games. Pace yourself. 82 games. Everybody says 20 games. That's about right. 20 games leads you into December. So about December time, about Christmas, I always say Christmas, but sometime around December, you know, that's when we really know what our team is about. You know, so once we get around that time, then let the aggravation hit you a little bit. But at the moment, you know, after 6 games, seventh, it's like what the seventh game or whatever game it is right now. It's not time yet. It's not time to go crazy. Not time yet. Mr. Jackal, that's Grimes right there. Grimes is literally playing like Steve Novak. You know, except that he's playing extremely great defense though. Elite defense. Shout out to Novak right there. If you guys can see that. This is one of the races that I ran. I ran that race maybe at like 2012. I always wear Nick gear for every race there. Wearing cotton is not a good idea, you know, but you know, I wore cotton. I had like a compression shirt underneath, and I threw my Nick shirt on top. So I wish I still had that shirt just for a souvenir. But I ran the Urban Athlon. It was a 14-mile race with obstacles. Man, I used to kill them races back in that time, man. I was a lot skinnier. At that time, during that race, I think I might have been like 180. It's about 180. You know, so I was in really good shape, you know, cardio wise, being able to run. Also was strong enough to get myself, you know, up in the air, grab things and pull myself up. Ah man, to be young again, to be young again. But you know, I'm trying to catch lightning in the bottle at some point, you know, and do something else cool next year. So I definitely will be training for something like that. I'll keep you guys posted, you know. I don't want to tell you what's on my mind, you know, what's on my mind, but when I decide to do something, I'll let you guys know. You know, keep that in mind. So he goes, Bricks Knicks Nation. He said, bring Knox back. Yeah, he could, man. Knox could hit that three. You know, but you know, besides Knox, we had the other kid, Svi. You know, Svi, whatever his name was. He's on Boston now. We should be. It would be nice to have him on the squad. You know, a little bit taller, could shoot the three. You know, but you know, I'm not a Knicks general manager, right? I don't see Randall going in. I don't see him going anywhere neither. Because listen, like look at like this is the point I'm trying to say. Like with a team like the Clippers have Paul George and Kawhi. Wow, they got two guys, two major players there. Then they went and got Westbrook. Now they got Harden. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, why do we have to get rid of Julius in order to get better? Why can't Julius stay and why can't we get somebody else to add to the team? All the other good teams are doing it. The Clippers literally added two Hall of Famers this season. You know, they got four Hall of Famers in their squad. So why did the Knicks have to trade Julius and then try to get somebody else after, or use Julius to get that one player when we can add somebody on the caliber of these guys and then we'll be much better. Wow, man, Bones is fast, bro. That boy got way up the court but blew the layup because Julius and Grimes in the same spot there. Julius dribbling the ball all the way to the basket, side steps, gives it to Mitch, and Mitch got the ball and he's dead. Ball finds its way to Hart. Back to Julius. Julius comes around the screen, pulls up 3-point shot. You could tell that was short. Julius almost died for the basket just now for the basketball. Westbrook got eyes in the back of his head, knew somebody was trailing, turned around and passed it off to Kawhi. Oh, Miles Plumlee got knocked out there. So good transition defense. Knicks taking advantage of the Clippers not getting back. Mitchell Robinson was able to get a nice little reverse dunk there. But Miles Plumlee is a little bit hurt there. And so he'll sort that out. But yeah, man, like having Julius and having Brunson and having RJ, why can't we trade to get somebody to add to those three guys? You know? So I mean, we already got a power forward, we got a small forward, we got our point guard. Mitchell Robinson and Grimes. Which one do we upgrade? Everybody keeps talking about Cat. Everybody keeps talking about Joel Embiid. Yo, shout out to the New York City Marathon. There's one person that I met, a young guy. I believe his name was Tommy. He told me his name was Tommy. We're friends on Instagram now. I'm not sure if he's following this pod right now, if he happens to be watching at this point in time. But he's from Minnesota. So I was asking him if he was a Knicks fan or if he was like a sports fan or anything like this. Yeah, a little bit. So I asked him about Minnesota. So do you like Minnesota? He's like, Timberwolves, like that. I follow them. So I asked him about Karl Anthony Towns. What do you guys think about Karl Anthony Towns? Because on our side, everybody's always talking about trading for him and this, that, and the other. So what do the Minnesota guys think about from their end? He looked at me and he was like, "We don't care about Karl Anthony Towns." Just like that. Like we don't care about him, you know. So I mean, if we was to trade for Karl Anthony Towns for whatever they would give us, he didn't say that he would want Julius, but he agreed with me when we were talking about just being a good person as far as a family man and that type of thing. Julius is definitely that guy. You're looking for somebody that's just not gonna be a distraction off the court. With his antics, hanging out and stuff like that. Julius is that guy. You know, but at the same time, I would try to get Cat without having to lose a Julius. That would be the key. Kawhi Leonard across the screen misses the shot. Looks like it's going to be Knicks ball. Shot clock violation. So I mean, is it possible to get Cat without trading Julius or RJ? Yeah, because I mean, look at all the trades that have been happening. Everybody else has been trading second round picks and bum players, for all stars. So why can't we do that? Ooh, big time defense by Paul George there, slapping the ball out of Julius's hand on the entry pass. Anyway, Josh Hart didn't give up on a play. Got a nice little steal. Julius Randle gets it back. Julius Randle brings the ball up the court there. He had like several jump shots just now, but he ended up kicking out to Josh Hart. Almost lost the ball. Good Mitchell Robinson able to get to slap the ball to Brunson because Mitchell Robinson goes up and tries to dunk it again, loses the ball, but the ball goes in sometimes somehow. So simple, man. Like Mitchell Robinson needs to learn how to just lay it up. When he gets it, everything is trying to dunk it. So check out the play. Brunson shoots it. Good tap by Mitchell Robinson, keeping it alive. Mitchell Robinson catches the rebound, goes up, and he tries to dunk it again. He doesn't have the ability to do anything but that. But anyway, here goes the free throws. He can't hit free throws. He might make both of them right now. But I mean, he's trying to get himself relaxed, taking deep breaths, got his dribbles routine going, gets down low, and then and then shoots it weird. Anybody goes in. So shout out to Mitch Robinson getting that shot in with the and one. 67-66. Yeah, I mean, Mega's funny. I'll tell you a story in a second. So anyway, Julius outlet pass to Josh Hart. Josh Hart kicks it back out to Julius for transition three, knocks that down. So listen, Julius is back. Everyone's complaining about Julius. He's back. 70 points, transition 3-point shot just now. 70 points to 66. Knicks are making this fun right now. Got Westbrook is now posting up Brunson. Takes a little bump and then just shoots the mid-range jump shot nice and easy. 70-68. You can almost like set your clock to a point guard trying to shoot after losing the ball. Oh, Julius Randle just put the Lakers, I keep saying Lakers, but the Clippers defense to sleep there and laid it up with the left hand right at the basket. 22-9 as they show it on the screen. Kawhi Leonard interior pass to number 5 there. That's Bones. Fadeaway jump shot there. So like I was saying with the point guards, if the other team is going on a nice little run, you can almost count on everybody's point guard trying to take their own shot there just to stop the run. Brunson Top of the key there, being guarded by Zubac. Kicks it out to Julius. Julius is now going against Kawhi. Sidestep, jump shot, no good. Clippers rebound. That's Paul George inside fighting Mitchell Robinson for rebounds. And then Westbrook just runs over Brunson and they call a blocking foul. Or runs over Josh. So I got to see the replay on that. So he comes up the court. So yeah, Josh gets in his way. He was moving still, so it is what it is. Sacrificing his body. So anyway, we're gonna get some free throws, I think, right? Free throws. So we got free throws. I see Josh Hart's coming out. Clippers making some changes too. What's happening here? Are we getting free throws or is this a timeout? So they might be trying to review it, I guess. But that's definitely you can't just stop the player's movement like that. That only works in 2K when you jump in front of somebody and then hit the box out button. They'll call that all day. So while they're reviewing it, Eru low key shot himself during the marathon, but we're not judging. Yeah, I almost did, man. As we were running, I'm taking whatever those gel packs and stuff like that as I'm running. But as you're running, you start to feel like it just everything because you're running. So if you feel like everything is just junk going down, 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 down. So I had to pee. So I did. I peed. Nice and easy. Peed and kind of came out. But I had to take a shit really bad, man, as we were running. So like I want to say like the first 6 miles, like I really had to take a dump. I want to say, well, after the first mile, basically, because I hurt myself on the first mile, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Hurt myself on the first mile, so that kind of like set the tone for the rest of the damn race. But I peed somewhere around the second mile or something like that, and then I kept it moving, and somewhere like around the 6 mile mark or whatever, I really had to take a dump. It was like bothering me, so I had to keep pulling off to the side of the road to try to find a porta potty. Man, those porta potties were disgusting. I get it's a porta potty. Of course, you open it up and you just get all these smells. You look in the toilet and it just looks disgusting. They didn't have enough liquid in those toilets, man. So it was a lot of stuff in there, man. So like I'm not even gonna. I get in the mental picture. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. But it was so nasty. Some of them, and then like some certain bathrooms, nobody was going in them, and there was a reason why. So anyway, I want to say from the 6 mile mark almost up to the 10 mile mark, like I couldn't find a decent bathroom. So somewhere around the 10 mile mark, I finally was able to find like a good bathroom, a good porta potty that wasn't completely disgusting. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to get in there. I used the bathroom. I took off I had one of these shirts on. These are compression shirts here. These are awesome. I had one of these on. I took it off and just basically threw it in the porta potty. You know what I'm saying? You threw it right in the porta potty, and I just I had my jacket on. I threw a jacket on my jacket, and then I was good. And then coming out of that bathroom, man, I was like brand new money at that point. So I started to run a little bit more. My strategy was run walk because I was trying to save my legs for the end. But that's a story for another part of the pod, man. I mean, I had so many issues, man, throughout the race. I say I hurt 3 times. I got hurt on the bridge because for those that don't that never, I mean, they never ran a race before, like being on a bridge, you can literally feel that thing jumping, boy. So when I was on the bridge, it was just jumping so much, like I strained my calves on the bridge, So that was crazy. It took me a while for those calves to finally release itself, so it is what it is. I popped some Advil. You got to carry Advil with you, so I took some Advil, and as I'm running, I'm just trying to stretch while I'm running, trying to stretch while I'm walking. I tried to keep it moving, but the Advil kicked in, and the Advil made the swelling go down on my calves. So then I was able to kind of like do what I was trying to do, you know. But it is what it is. So did I play the Rocky theme song when I was running? Hells no. I was hoping that nobody on the side of the road was playing any of that shit either. So Knicks basketball, Knicks are up now, 73-70. It's a good game so far. Shout out to Harlem CEO. Let's leave you there for a second. IQ with the ball, misses everything. Hartenstein gets the ball, he gets blocked, but they're gonna call a foul. No, that's the Clippers. So the Clippers are wearing white. I got to pay attention. So that was a Clippers ball just now. So Plumlee just got fouled there. He's gonna get some free throws. Yeah, I'm definitely my mouth is dry, man. Can't describe it. I've been trying to stay hydrated today. But it's been very hard. All that running, I still feel like my body still feels like I'm running. Like as far as getting like liquids to around your body, I just feel like my body's still trying to hydrate itself. So it's interesting phenomena running a marathon. Like I said, I've ran half marathons like crazy throughout my life. You know what I'm saying? So my fastest half marathon officially was on 2 hours and 17 minutes. But there was a chip malfunction with that first race because it was just it was a chip malfunction, so it was a little bit shorter than that. But officially it was 2:17. Another time I ran without training, but all I was doing was lifting weights, and I was able to pump through it. And I finished in 2:45. You know, another time I was gonna break my 2:17 record, but got caught with cramps, and I finished with like in like 2:30, 2 hours and 30 minutes for a half marathon. I caught cramps in the last 2 miles, and I basically had to like walk the last 2 miles. So that killed a lot of time. I actually would have finished with I was almost close to finishing under 2 hours for that marathon. But like I said, you never know what's gonna happen when you show up to these races, man. Your body, you think you're doing right, but then your body always betrays you, man. Not always, but it can betray you. It depends what's going on. So let's get back into this game. We got a minute left here. Inbounds pass here. Hart to Hartenstein. Old Julius is feeling it coming around the screens, takes a bump there, tries to give it back to Josh. Josh moved. Josh should have stayed where he was instead of driving and bringing his man to the thing. But Josh Hart's MO is to crash the boards. So guys got to communicate and understand who's out there. Here goes James Harden, comes around the screen, dribbling in between his legs, goes all the way to the basket, left-handed layup, nice and easy. No matter where he is the offense. As he said that out of his own mouth. So we got IQ, right hand side, triple handoff to Josh Hart. He doesn't give it to him. Keeps the ball, finally gives it back to Hart. Hart, top of the key, 3-point shot, no good. It's not a really good shot right there. Zubac with the rebound, gives it to Kawhi on the right hand side. Kawhi is just looking. That's Harden. Harden is looking, being guarded by Dante. So they're looking to get one of the last shots here in the third. There's a 7-second, 6-second differential on the shot clock. Harden gets the shot up. Just knocks it down. Just a superstar, all-star, Hall of Famer kind of shot there. So the Knicks got 10 seconds to get a shot off. Right now, the Clippers and the Knicks are tied 73-73. So entering the fourth quarter, like just to have it on the screen, it will be nice for the Knicks to finish the quarter with the lead. So here comes quickly, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. He's not passing his sport alert. He pulls up for three. He gets fouled. He knocks it down. He knocks down the three. He got fouled. They didn't call anything. But here comes the Clippers. Full head of steam. Still got enough time to get a shot up. Normal Powell running jump shot. No good. So anyway, good shot by Quickly. I ain't gonna say good shot, but he made his shot. Got fouled, but they didn't call it. So we're up by 3 entering the fourth quarter. So that's a good look for the Knicks here. Prepare. So they're not gonna count the three. I thought they were tied, and then he hit the three. I don't know. Something's off there. So I think we should be up. Shouldn't we be up 79-76? High scoring game so far. 76 points on both sides of the ball here. So that's pretty cool. Oh shit, that was a cool graphic. Anyway, give me a second. I gotta change that. Gotta get that graphic. That was pretty cool. Oh, they don't let you rewind. Ain't that a bitch? So anyway, while we get ready for that, let's take a look at what you guys are saying here entering the fourth quarter. Yeah, shout out to the chat. He said, "What place did you finish in the marathon last?" Just about. In my age group, I think there was three people above me in the age. No, excuse me, three people behind me in my age group. So like I said, it was not a good race. Uh, Overall, I think I finished. I think there might have been like 150 something people behind me. So, I didn't win the race, spoiler alert. But like I said, I got hurt 3 times, man. I got hurt pretty, decent 3 times. I had to persevere through that stuff, man. So, I mean, I did not run a good race at all. But, I could have given up so many times. I did not give up. I kept moving, and, I was able to finish, man. So, hey, all that pain and stuff that I went through to finish the marathon, man, is well, is as if I won the thing, So it's a great accomplishment. Not a lot of people have a marathon medal. They could say that they ran a marathon or completed a marathon. You know what I'm saying? So, I could still feel proud about it. Absolutely. Speaking of which, man, since we're got some time to kill, once again, if you guys are still interested in donating, you can donate. I got until next Sunday, I believe, to submit my final stuff here. So if you guys would like to donate, please use this link here. Use the link, you see it on the screen there. Fundraising, justgiving.com, fundraising diehard Knicks. Uh, this is for the Garden of Dreams. I was able to get into the Knicks and Rangers charity here. So I'm at 1565. I'm gonna have to probably cover this most myself, to get to 3,000. But if you would like to help me cover it, man, give as much as you can. Somebody gave $5. I don't know who it was. It was Geraldine. Geraldine gave $5. That's awesome. That's better than most people have been given. So I mean, like whatever you can give it will be great. A great addition to this number here. Try to get it down a little bit. I'm gonna try to throw a party. Like a quick get together. See if I can gather some funds that way. But outside of that, it looks like I'm gonna have to foot most of that. Josh Hart with a 3-point shot in the corner. It's been a fun game here. So I could have sworn the Knicks were tied 76-76 when IQ hit that three. So I really don't understand what's going on with that, man. Harden, left hand side to Powell. Powell kicks it out. That should be Knicks ball. So no, it's a Clippers ball out of bounds on the Knicks. 79-76. The Knicks are up by 3. Knicks are competing. You got to give them up. You got to give them that. Dante DiVincenzo does a good job of getting into the basket. Dante DiVincenzo's ability to run and point is much better than Quickly's. Quickly is a scorer. Shout out to Bones. Bones and Quickly are like almost like they're like variants of each other. Good rebound by this bum motherfucker right here. Let me see if I can get some stats in my face real quick. Let's put the NBA scoreboard up. I had it up before. I don't know why I deleted it. All right, so back in action here. Harden kicks it out to Bones. Bones drives baseline. They call out of bounds. They might have called out of bounds. So anyway, the referee, instead of getting the ball underneath the basket, now he inbounds the ball on the left hand side. So who is this goofy looking motherfucker here? Number 25. This comes in. I think that's Duarte, whatever his name is. RJ driving. Tries to give Hartenstein the ball there. He does give it to him. Able to get inside and make the nice little interior layup there. So good heads up play by RJ to give Hartenstein some points. Harden simply drives right past and no look pass to Bones. Bones over to Norman Powell. Cross court pass stolen by Josh Hart. Good pass by Josh Hart to RJ. RJ was able to get a nice dunk there. RJ jumped at about the solid line. So that's where he needs to jump from. Him jumping from the dotted line, he needs to eliminate that out of his game there. So replay on this play there. Good steal by Josh Hart. Good heads up play to give RJ a nice little layup there. So I'm watching the takeoff. Here goes RJ on the replay. A step in front of the dotted line is good money for him. A step in front of the dotted line is good enough for him. Jumping from the dotted line, he's got to stop that. He's got to pull that out of the equation. So what's Mega talking about? So Eru would get a participation ribbon. Yeah, it did. Basically, the medal. Getting the medal was a participation medal. You still got to travel all that space. You still got to travel that entire way. So I mean, there was so many people as you're running. You see people that look like they run all the time, or some people that are like really in shape. You see them on the side of the road holding their legs because their legs are busted, or something, it just happens. There's a lot of people that don't make it past, they don't finish the race because they hurt themselves. You know what I'm saying? I hurt myself 3 times, man, and I still was able to finish it. So it is what it is, man. Next time I run it, if I even do that, because right now I don't even want to see Manhattan. Like if I work in the city, I would make sure that like right now I think I would call out sick if I had to work in a spot that's near where the marathon was. I would call out sick because I don't even want to see those streets for a little while because it was crazy. Another thing too, man, is somebody saying "whoa." I mean, I can't take that anymore. It's like give me nightmares for people yelling "whoa" every time, every 5 seconds you hear that somebody yelling at the top of their lungs. Oh, let's go! You can do it! Like, oh my god, man, that is like a nightmare for me. So we're that far behind here. So we're that far behind. Let me catch up to what's going on here. So I'm looking at the NBA. Look at this. The NBA.com scoreboard has me here. You know. So I mean that is just a waste of time. Let me see if I can do this again. Let me start this over. So right here on the clock here it says 83 to 76. So this needs to be refreshed. Yeah, my game needs to be refreshed. All right, so hopefully the game is in the right spot. So 83 to 76 on this. So I guess I'm good here. So that new kid number 25 is running around. He got on like piss yellow sneakers. He just set two screens just now. Harden gets it and Harden just launches it. Knew the foul was coming and he takes the foul. Yeah, man. So Dwayne says, always wanted to, but never got around to it. I used to wake up at least 4 times a week at 5 a.m. around 5 miles. I can't do it now. Yeah, man. With my job, man, I used to run like when I was training for the marathon originally. This is back in 2018 before 2000, excuse me, 2019. I was training for the. Here's the thing. 2018 is the year that I had pneumonia. I almost died that year. In August, I decided that I was going to try to run the marathon for the next year. So in order to do that, I needed to qualify for certain races. So in August of 2018, I actually qualified. I ran 9 races from August between August and January 1st. I ran 9 races to qualify for the 2019 marathon. So I was able to do that. I ran nine races. You know, various mix, like 4 mile races, 3 mile races, 15K. Was there a half marathon in there? No, I think the longest race I ran was like what's a 15K? 15K is 369, like basically almost 10 miles. No, and I did run a 10-mile race. There was 1 mile, one race that was a 10 miler. So, I ran those races to qualify for the marathon. I did it in 9 races in was it August, September, October, November, December. In 4 months I ran 9 races. So I was able to qualify. So I was still training. And then COVID happened and they shut everything down. The New York City Marathon got canceled. Like I said, and then just like anybody else, I got myself out of shape, during COVID time. I finally took the vaccine, ended up getting sick, super sick for that time period. So I wasn't able to train. So that's been my life then, gaining a lot of weight and stuff like that. Like I said, this year was all about me getting my strength back. So I signed up with Planet Fitness. Once I outgrew Planet Fitness, I'm now with Retro Fitness. So trying to get myself together, man. I'm not young anymore, so that's the thing too. When you're younger, you can do anything. When I'm talking about young, I'm talking about in your 30s, man. In your 30s, I still felt like I was in my 20s. In the 30s, right now at 40 something, I feel 40 something. I feel it. I'm trying to get it back. By training and stuff like that, get myself together. But it's definitely harder the older you get, right? Because I'm 44, but I feel like I'm 60. You know what I'm saying? Not that I know what that feels like, but I just know what being in shape feels like. And compared to what's going on with me right now, that is not the case. Strength wise, I'm pretty strong. I probably got outlift lift most people that go to the gym, but that doesn't really translate. As far as running super long distances and stuff. Like I said, I blew my back out for like 10 weeks, so that destroyed my whole marathon training right there. But I signed up for it. I had you guys asking you guys for donations, and you guys were stepped up big time with the donations and stuff. So who am I to not um show up for that? That would have been a catastrophe. So I had to keep going, had to persevere through that race, so I could finish. I had to finish for you guys. The ones that donated, I had to finish for the people that donated because you gave your money, and I had to finish. So that was motivation enough for me to complete that race, man. It was not easy. It was not easy for me. It was very hard. 26 miles is 26 miles. You know, So I mean, people think they could just walk off the street and do that. It's not an easy thing. But it is what it is. James Harden with an easy 15 points today, kind of like no sweat. Knocks down 2 easy free throws. It's gonna be next. Or got another free throw coming. So who we got here? We got Levon Carson said, "I'm late, but what's good? I see we doing out. I see we doing doing our thing against the Clippers. Yep, it's a good game. Like, I'm comparing it to watching a game against watching a game at West Fourth. Ooh, big time alley oop play by IQ to Hartenstein. You saw that coming a mile a minute there. So good play by the Knicks there. 85-79. Knicks are doing their thing. So is this the real Knicks team right now that we're looking at? Goes the Clippers. The Clippers trying to figure it out. Bones has the ball top of the key being guarded by IQ. IQ is just waving his hands like he's crazy. You know, Screens coming. Bones all the way to the basket. Ends up trying to kick it out, but Hartenstein just snatches it right out of his hand. Here goes RJ, left hand side, being guarded by that bum, and then drives right into Kawhi and just gets stuffed. Man, RJ wastes a lot of time out there. Big time play by the Knicks with the alley oop they're showing the replay. Good look there. I mean, look who's guarding him. That's PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker's a small forward. He gained some weight so he can guard the power forward position, but he's not a power forward. He's a small forward. Good play by the Knicks. The navy blue jerseys here, they're pretty decent. Kind of like a business approach there. Dark blue with the orange. Shot is up. It's good. RG knocks down his free throws. 87-79. Knicks are doing a good job right now. They're playing against a team that just got Harden, so Harden's scoring a lot of points. So a lot of the other guys like Paul George and Kawhi, they're looking like side guys. Good steal by Dante. Dante all the way to the basket, off the rim, knocks that down. He's a good finisher. Active finisher, trying his best to get the ball in there. They didn't really do too well the first couple of games, but he's been settling into his role off the bench here, Dante. Here goes the Clippers being guarded by IQ. IQ's looking around. Gives it over to Powell, I believe. Nope, that's on Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce inside to Westbrook. Westbrook full head of steam, lays it up nice and easy. Here comes Hartenstein, gives it to Josh Hart. Josh Hart left-hand side. Looking to give it back to Dante. Dante give and go. Dante swings it over to Hartenstein. Somebody should have cut. Nobody did. Dribble hand off to IQ now. So the Knicks are basically pity-patting it. Gives the IQ in the corner. Dante with a rebound, man. Dante back out to IQ. IQ get back to Dante. Wide open three-point shot, knocks that down. Supreme effort by Dante here during this sequence forces the Clippers to call a timeout. Dante in there fighting for the rebound, getting steals, in there getting the rebounds, able to kick it out to certain guys, and then goes into the corner and gets it back and was rewarded with a nice three-point shot there. So right now, this is the Dante DiVincenzo show, man. Definitely in the mix of a lot of different plays out there today. Check out the steal. Big time steal by Dante there. That's a great look there. All the way to the basket, able to lay it up right over the top there. Big time. And then here we go. Nice rebound. Fighting for the rebound there on the weak side. IQ gets it, finds Dante in the corner. Bang. Unbelievable. So Dante DiVincenzo right now is basically holding the Knicks down. A mini run all by himself. He's definitely a valuable player, man. I gotta give me some stats in front of me. Let's do this. Let me type it in real quick. All right. Wow, man, 92-81. Yeah, I need some more water, man. I'm starting to feel dehydrated. I have to I might have to order something. Have my wife bring it to me. Let's put this up here. So I don't like to use ESPN just because of the product placement. I know NBA is here too, but I know the NBA is here also. But okay, game is back on. My bad, guys. IQ. Somebody with on the Clippers misses the ball. Dante gets the rebound. He's being guarded by Westbrook. So Dante's running the show right now, as he should. Dante should be the lead guard here. They give it to IQ. IQ holds the ball. Holds the ball. IQ's a shooting guard. Gives it back to Hartenstein. Looking to dribble handoff to RJ. RJ goes around the screen the wrong way, all the way to the basket. Left-handed layup is good. So good heads up play there to see the defense turning around on us. So let's put ESPN on the screen here for a little while. Let's see how you guys like that. So let's keep track of the shot chart and stuff. They're a little bit behind as well, 92 to 81 on there, but it's really 94 to 81. Interior pass there for the Clippers. Two interior passes there. Knicks are playing good defense, but they call a foul. Paul George gets the call. RJ's a little bit pissed off there. He's going to go into the audience and ask them what they think. Yeah, man. Shout out to Paul George. Has one of the best point guards, one of the best podcasters out there. You know, he has that actor from The Wood, on there. He has one of his other boys too that played basketball back in the days. One of his friends. So basically, two of his friends there along with him. They do a really good what do you call question and answer type of thing. So good stuff. Everybody has a podcast nowadays. They shouldn't even call it podcast anymore because I mean, when it gets to the point where you have production, like big time production, multi cameras, and you have office spaces you're using, it's not a podcast anymore. Podcast is meant to be done like even this. I call it Diehard podcast, but this is really like a broadcast right now at this point. But my situation is more of a podcast because I'm not necessarily in a major studio or anything like that. I don't have a production team and stuff like that around me. So I think that's the difference between like what a podcast is and what a broadcast is. So anyway, Knicks with the ball. Julius, they're doing a lot of dribble handoffs here with the Knicks, man. I feel like there's a lot of wasted energy. IQ gets it, tries to get a screen there. Mitchell Robertson sets a good screen, gives it over to Dante in the corner. Dante knocks that down. So Dante's on one today, man. Hit a nice 3-point shot in the corner. I would like to see how much points he has right now. So let's see. ESPN is not updating the site here. So I'm having an issue with all these other channels not updating the site. Here goes Dante, full head of steam, gives it to Julius in the corner. Julius up and under. He gets fouled. Wow, Zubac is screaming, saying, "Please, review that." So the ESPN thing is not working. So we're getting rid of that. Put this back up. So I don't know what's going on. NBA.com right now is on point with their stuff, but I can't look up scores while I'm watching that. So let's try another one. Julius Randle at the free throw line knocks down the first one. Let's try this one here. Trying to find something on the side here. So they have a game tracker. All right, so I guess this will work. So I'm using another company here, see if they're at least up to date with the stats and stuff. So here goes Westbrook just walking the dog up the court there. Brings the ball up the court, takes one dribble, gives it to Zubac. Zubac sets great screens, man. Terrible pass. They just basically threw it away. Terrible pass by Zubac. He could have gave the ball up to anybody. He chose to thread the needle just now on the baseline. So the Knicks are making a substitution. IQ is coming out. Brunson's back in. What's the time? Right now we're in crunch time, basically. Once we get sub 7, we're in crunch time. 6:50 left in this game. Dante gets the ball. Back to Brunson. Oh, Brunson could have let that go. Oh, went baseline. He does go baseline. Kicks out to Josh. Josh wide open in the corner. He misses that. Dante with another fucking rebound. Holy shit. Slapped it out. Are they going to call out of bounds or something like that? I don't know what they called there. But Dante's on one today. Very confident basketball player. So I mean, I'm guilty of it. A lot of takes early on. Oh, this guy's trash. Dante DiVincenzo is proven that he is a good basketball player. You know, it goes hard coming around the screen there. Shout out to Dante. I had to eat that one. Good pass to Westbrook, but Westbrook did not put the ball up. Then he attacks Mitchell Robinson and then does a fadeaway jump shot. But he had a shot to begin with. So it was just weird, man. Definitely weird. Knicks, Brunson gives it over to Julius. Julius takes 2 steps and stops. Now he dribbles. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Out of control, dribbles off. Looks like he dribbled off his own foot. So Julius is playing like he used to play. I'm quite sure people are yelling and screaming right now. Pass the fucking ball. Harden dribbling up, being guarded by Dante. Dante goes around the screen. Mitch Robinson meets him. Julius Randle not guarding the 3-point shot there. Too busy trying to stop the drive. And Kawhi Leonard hits the wide open 3-point shot. Knicks are still up 99-88, man. So good basketball game so far, man. We got to protect this house. Josh Hart, dribble handoff to Brunson. Westbrook is not giving him enough room there. Brunson was able to get out of that. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Comes around the Mitch Robinson screen into a double triple team. Still jumps up against the ball up, but he was called foul on the floor. Early on these stats here right now, the Knicks right now, Randall has 24 and 10, so he's back. DiVincenzo has 12 points, 6 rebounds off the bench. Mitchell Robinson has a double-double. You fucking ass. Couldn't even score the last game. 11-11. Josh Hart, 8 and 3. Mitchell Robinson takes a dribble, gives it over to Dante for 3. And that's a miss. Here comes the Clippers, full head of steam coming this way. Wow. Paul Pierce just pushes Dante. They ain't calling anything. Harton standing there, being guarded by Brunson. Nothing's happening. Paul George gets it again. Fadeaway jump shot on the right-hand side. No good. Good defense by Dante. Mitchell Robinson with the rebound. Give it over to Brunson. Brunson's looking. Gives it over to Julius. Wide open 3. Transition. Bang, baby. Boom, boom, boom. 3-point shot in the corner for Julius. So Julius probably has like 27 points right now. Kawhi inside to Paul George. That Paul George post-up has not been working. He misses another one. Mitchell Robinson with the rebound. Dante gives it over to Brunson. Brunson attacks there. Now Julius Randle's feeling himself. Too much dribbling. They call that was a flop, but they're going to call an offensive foul on Julius. So my thing here, Julius has been scoring not because he's been putting the ball on the floor, creating. So that's the thing. If Julius got it cooking, headhunting by giving them the ball to force him to create a shot is not the move. Let him get the ball on the run or a pass from another player. Stop isoing him. That's where we get in trouble. So we in crunch time. There's still plenty of time here. Knicks are getting into the ball though. So for the time is ticking there, Knicks are able to capitalize it. So off the steal, Hart was able to get the ball down there and lay it up off a pass for Brunson. So this is fun here. Let me refresh this. So they're keeping up with the score, but not necessarily with the points on the board. Yes, I don't know what's going on with my with these shot charts and stuff, but they're just not updating properly. So I'm looking at CBS Sports now. So CBS Sports has an interesting thing here. Julius just hit a 3, so it's 27-10. Dante has 12. Barrett has 21 points. He's not in the game at the moment. 21 points for Barrett. So that's the key to the game right there. I think right now, just having an extra player that's able to score. See, look at all these pop-ups. It drives me crazy. So just having that extra person that can score, like how could we win games without our leading scorer, our second leading scorer? Barrett might actually be the leading scorer right now because Julius hasn't been scoring enough. Brunson has been scoring a little bit. So since I have this up, I never looked at it before, but let's see how CBS Sports works here. So I'm gonna click Randall. Randall's definitely not averaging 20 right now. So I'm looking. It says full stats for this year. He's averaging only 13 points per game. Horrible shooting all across the board. 15 rebounds, 5 assists though. So it's just really a horrible shooting with 27% there. Let's take a look at Brunson's stats. Brunson's stats right now, he's at 24 points per game, 42%, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. So that's what he is. So let's see what we've been missing with Barrett. Is he above 20 right now? So right now, Barrett is averaging 21 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2.5 assists. So how do we lose the game with our second best scorer? We can actually say that now. That RJ is our second best scorer, and Julius is the third option, at least at this point in time. The Clippers there gets all the way to the basket, and they're gonna call a foul. And they're doing the and one too. So there's number 25 here. This new kid, number 25. Who is this guy? Yeah, this is Diabate. So that's who he is. He's been playing a decent. Like it says, he only played 1 minute. K Brown, Coffee's in the game now. So does that mean that the Clippers gave up since they have many of these guys on the court here? Harden came out. You got Harden came out. Yeah. So they basically took out their starters here. So we got Coffee Brown, this could be called A Coffee, K Brown, Diabate, Bones is out there with Norman Powell. So they threw in the towel basically. Julius, top of the key, being guarded by somebody, takes a bump, gives it over to Brunson. Brunson, nice interior pass to Mitch, and Mitch finally gets the master blaster dunk to go. So the Knicks have their starters out there, and the Clippers took their starters out. Number 25 is still able to get a shot there. He finishes with a dunk. 106 to 92. 3 minutes left in the game. So it's amazing how these teams give up. With 5 minutes left in the game, the Clippers basically gave up on this game here. Norman Powell is being guarded by Brunson. He pulls up. They didn't call a foul. Norman Powell just blocks it. Here comes Norman Powell, outlet, and then Brunson steals it. Here comes another outlet. This is like the street ball right now. Josh Hart, nice and easy for an RJ dunk. So RJ jumped again about the solid line. Instead of trying to get the long dunk, he took a step a little bit closer to make sure he finishes that play. Bones pulls up. He misses that. Here comes Mitchell Robinson with another rebound. Gives it to Brunson. Mitchell Robinson with 13 right now, maybe 14. Brunson fakes a dribble handoff. And what happened? Knicks call timeout? Or he went out of bounds? I don't know what the fuck happened just now. Yeah, I'm definitely dehydrated, man. I'm starting to feel a little tightness in my shoulders right now. Definitely got to give me something to drink. Wow, this is amazing that the Clippers gave up so early. This is the second time this happened against the Knicks, man, where the opposite team just takes out their starters with like plenty of time left. Norman Powell with a hook shot in the lane. He scores that. 108 to 94. 2 minutes and 28 seconds. So we're going to play walk the dog right now. So Josh Hart and Brunson are both walking the dog. Gives it over to Brunson. Brings the ball across the timeline. 19 seconds. Mitchell Robinson comes out to get it. Just gives it right back to Julius and then back to Brunson. So what is the point of that? Sets the screen to the corner. RJ for 3. He knocks that down. So RJ's getting some crunch time, some what do you call garbage time points here. 26, 27 Randall and RJ today. Brunson only has 7 points. So Brunson's actually been passing the ball today. Bones, top of the key, takes a pick from 25. 25 is pretty quick. Corner 3 from Norman Powell. So Norman Powell's still playing. But I mean, the Knicks are up by 14 right now. Hey man, I definitely got to get up out of here because I'm definitely dehydrated. I can feel it. This is not a good feeling. So let's see what you guys are saying here since the game is basically over. I'm just trying to see what you guys are saying. So my man Dwayne Dennis said, wow, the Pacers crushed the Spurs and the 76ers crushed the Wizards. Ay, ay, ay. Adios mio. So speaking of that, I think I lost my bet today. Did I bet on the Spurs? I think I did bet on the Spurs. If I'm not mistaken. So we'll see. Shout out to the Spurs, man. The Spurs are definitely playing way better. On last year, they picked up some really good players. Matter of fact, the last few years they picked up some good players. So all those guys are now filling in nice roles, and now they got the centerpiece now. So I'm hating big time. Let's go around the league and see what's going on here. Let's see. Nope. 1 minute and 41 seconds here, and the Knicks still got their starters out. It's bugged out. The Clippers emptied their bench, and the Knicks still got basically their starters out there. So Tom Thibodeau doesn't care. He knows what he's looking at. He knows what he wants to do. So he keeps his certain guys out there. Look at RJ. RJ with the double crossover and step back jump shot. Not a good look. Russell with the rebound. Right in that baseline there. Spins back around, gets all the way to the baseline, gives it to Julius. Julius pulls up, misses that. Out of bounds there. Clippers ball. So nobody scored in a while, man. So the game's basically over. So I'm curious to see the box score of that game. The Spurs box score. Wow, a lot of games today. So I'm gonna have to blow this up a little bit because I can't really see it. So let's check out the scoreboard here. I see it. San Antonio. San Antonio. No, no. Where the fuck is the San Antonio game? Are you shitting me? Oh, here it goes. Box score. 58 seconds left here. Uh, Clippers still can't score. Knicks are trying to run this clock out. It's 111 to 97 in our game. So I'm looking at the score 150. That's like the second or third 150-point game here. Teams are losing by 40 and 50 a lot this year so far. Wembenyama didn't really shoot the ball well, but they play a good team style of basketball. As you look at the minutes there, everybody's playing a lot of minutes. So it started from a blowout there. So that's interesting. Obi Toppin had 19 points. Isn't it a coincidence that when a team is getting blown out by 40, that Obi Toppin decides to have his big game, 19 points? Because up until this point, Obi Toppin has not been playing well. He has not been playing well for Indiana. But they get blown out by 40, and then all of a sudden you see him score 19. Because they're playing. Because I mean, it's obvious garbage points. But it is what it is, man. Kudos to Obi. Hopefully he does well. But right now it's about the Knicks. The Knicks have won this game, 111 to 97. I feel like the last 3 minutes of the game, nobody scored. The last, just about 3 minutes of the game, nobody scored. So fun game to watch as a fan of basketball. Giving you playground vibes. 111 to 97. Right now on the scoreboard here, you got Mitchell Robinson with 13 and 14. Josh Hart contributed with 10 and 7. Get this right here. Now I'm having issues with this fucking site. Where is he at? Hart. So Hart got deleted off my screen. Am I bugging? See, look, check this out. I'm trying to read the scoreboard, right? This will let you guys know that the reason why I'm stuttering here because I'm looking for Josh Hart. Do you see Josh Hart on the Knicks side? I don't see Josh Hart's name. I don't even see it up here. Do you see it? I see Randall. I see RJ Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, Brunson, Grimes, DiVincenzo, quickly Hartenstein, Grimes. So they said Grimes twice. So where's Hart? Which one is Hart? So I know I'm not bugging. I'm trying to give you guys stats, but the website itself just deleted Hart from the equation. So it's not just me. So anyway, Randall with 27 and 10. You got RJ Barrett with 26 and 6. Tells you right there we need him to succeed. Right now he's doing a post game interview. For as much as I don't like the way that he finishes or whatever, at least he's rationally confident, and he gives you an opportunity to have at least a decoy sometimes. And then when he's not playing the decoy, he's actually contributing to the game right now. So average wise, RJ Barrett might actually be up closer to 22 points per game right now. After coming off this 26 game performance. So maybe this is the real RJ. The RJ after 5 years, he's finally stepping into his role as being that scoring option that we need to succeed. So we beat a good team, man. We beat a team that had Kawhi Leonard, Westbrook, Harden, and Paul George on it. On that side of things, Paul George had a forgettable game with 10 and 7. Harden had 17 and 3. Westbrook had 17 and 4, and Kawhi Leonard had 18 and 5. So that's their squad there, man. They have a lot of firepower, but somebody's got to do dirty work to win games, man. So did they get better or did they get worse, man? I think somebody pointed that out too. They thought that the Clippers got worse. Sometimes you get too much talent, it takes away because somebody has to do the dirty work. You kind of need two guys that can kind of do dirty work for you out there in the starting lineup, and then you can substitute other guys in. So, it is what it is. That's not my club. My club is the New York Knicks. My club won 111 to 97, and I'm happy about it, man. So get out there and enjoy your post game shows. They got other guys out there doing post game shows. Shout out to Sim. Sim is demonetized right now. So if you guys can support that. But before you go, man, I got my own support thing. Everybody got somebody give money from somewhere, right? please consider donating to this here, you know, fundraising. Like I said, I gotta get this number up to 3,000, man. So if you guys can help me with some donations here, like I said, shout out to shout out to Geraldine McGyver. She gave 5. Listen, if you don't want to put your name there, so nobody will see you. Some people put anonymous. You know, somebody actually gave me a big number here with this anonymous thing. So I really appreciate whoever that is. They gave me a big number. You know, but if you don't want it to be known, here goes another anonymous. So if you don't want it to be known how much you gave, you can easily just do anonymous. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, whatever you would decide to give, definitely appreciate it. Please follow the link if you would like that. If not, it's all good. Knicks won tonight, so that's a good story. Uh, can we get 40 something wins? Can we get 50 wins? Anything is possible in this NBA, man. But I think right now, early on, there's a couple key positions that could be upgraded. I think we can do it like right now, but it's kind of too early after the 20th game. Like everybody keeps saying, we should know for sure who needs to go and who needs to stay. So anyway, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all my guys, Harlem CEO, Ill Matrix. What's good, Ill Matrix, man? Yeah, man. Shout out to all my people here, definitely, and I'll see you guys next time. Go check out the Sim post game show. Go check out your favorite post game show, whoever it is. But without further ado, let's get into to the outro. Let's play the Die Hard theme song. Catch you guys next time. Peace.
Hero, I see you. Die Hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard, homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves, and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team, man, he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gon' murder that.